Chapter 667. Or was she embarrassed to accept their kindness? Yun girl, second aunt is being kind. Look at you, what is the meaning of this? You don't want to eat pork, but you want to eat pig's offal. You want to buy pork, but can your family afford it? Now that Zhao Yun's family even ate pig's offal, she knew how poor they were. Naturally, she didn't believe that Zhao Yun could afford to buy pork. Liang Jinfen knew this, but she didn't feel any sympathy for Zhao Yun's family. Instead, she was gloating. Second aunt, I appreciate your kindness, but we really don't need you to buy pork for our family. All right, Yun girl, don't be so stubborn. If you can't afford it, then you can't afford it. It's no big deal. Are you afraid that second aunt will laugh at you? Zhao Yun really didn't know what to say. Why was her second aunt so dramatic? She could compete with her second aunt. The owner of the pork stall couldn't stand it anymore and said, "This sister-in-law, you really misunderstood Miss Yun. She buys several jeans of pork from our family every day. How could she not be able to afford it?" After the owner of the pork stall finished speaking, Liang Jinfen was stunned. She was frightened by the owner of the pork stall. What did this person say? Buying several jeans of pork a day? Even her family's in-laws couldn't eat meat every meal. Her eldest sister's family was so poor, how could they eat meat every meal? The owner of the pork stall must be lying. Boss, are you joking? If my niece could eat several jeans of pork a day, why would she eat this stinky pig's offal? Liang Jinfen meant that the owner of the pork stall was speaking up for Zhao Yun. In fact, it was impossible. What joke am I making? I'm telling the truth. If you don't believe me, then forget it. Yun's offal was given to her by my family. Maybe she just likes to eat it. You're too nosy. After that, the butcher ignored Liang Jinfen and continued to chop the pork bones. Liang Jinxiao stepped forward and said to Liang Jinfen, "Second sister, our family has eaten enough pork. You really don't need to spend money to buy it for us. Yuna isn't being courteous with you either. Yuna has set up a breakfast stall in Yang City and she earns a little every day. Although it won't make our family rich, we can still afford to eat meat." When Liang Jinxiao heard this, he was very surprised and asked, "Big sister, your Yuna is selling breakfast in Yang City?" "Yeah, it's been there for a while. It just rained a few days ago and didn't come over." "I see." Liang Jinfen was calculating in his heart. Now that he had opened a breakfast stall, wouldn't his family not be that poor anymore? Liang Jinfen's original sense of superiority suddenly disappeared. He opened his mouth and didn't know what to say. "Big sister, how's the business of your breakfast stall? Is it good?" Liang Jinfen couldn't help but gossip. "It's good." Liang Jinxiao nodded. He thought that his eldest sister really cared about him. When Liang Jinfen heard this, his face suddenly changed and he couldn't smile anymore. He felt very uncomfortable. Her eldest sister's family was rich. There would be fewer people who could show off their superiority in the future. Although they were sisters, sometimes jealousy was a strange thing. She just couldn't bear to see her sister living a better life than her. Chapter 668. Liang Jinfen smiled awkwardly, and there was a tinge of jealousy in his voice. Zhao Yun knew that Liang Jinfen was jealous of her. To put it bluntly, he did not want to see her family become rich. He could not bear to see their family doing well. Zhao Yun did not know what this kind of person was thinking, but she had seen people like Liang Jinfen in the 21st century. "Yun, you're amazing now. If you have a way to make money, don't forget about your family." Liang Jinfen smiled and reminded her. Zhao Yun knew that he probably wanted her to sell breakfast together after seeing that she was making money. "Second aunt, what are you talking about? Compared to your family and my cousin's family, we're just making a little money. We're not even close. It's good enough that you're interested in us." Zhao Yun said with a fake smile. Liang Jinfen did not know how to respond to Zhao Yun, but he felt indignant and uncomfortable. She did not understand. How could her elder sister's family make a comeback? "Second aunt, my mother and I will leave first. We still have to buy some incense and paper money." Zhao Yun said again. Liang Jinfen quickly said, Since you're buying incense and paper money, then go to my Zhaodi's house. Her family sells this. It's better to sell for my Zhaodi than to sell for others. Zhao Yun and Liang Jinxiao looked at each other. Since Liang Jinfen said so, they were too embarrassed to say no. It was understandable for relatives to help buy things. Hence, they could only nod. Liang Jinfen happily brought Zhao Yun and Liang Jinfen over. On the way, Liang Jinfen whispered in Su Zhaodi's ear, "Zhaodi, ask your in-laws to sell more food. Sell it at a higher price. It'll be a waste if we don't earn, okay?" Su Zhaodi nodded. "Mother, I know." Liang Jinfen replied. If Zhao Yun and Liang Jinxiao knew about Liang Jinfen's plan, they would probably be furious. When they arrived at the Huang family's shop, Zhao Yun also met Su Zhaodi's in-laws. The Huang family had 3 brothers, all of whom were busy at home. Sure enough, businessmen had the look of a businessman. Every one of them looked shrewd. Su Zhaodi's man was only in his early 20s. His complexion was sallow and he was thin and weak. His eyes were small, but they shone brightly. Zhao Yun's first impression was that this person was a little shifty-eyed. Unfortunately, the ancient people felt that a man's family background was more important than his looks. Su Zhaodi's man was not good, but Su Zhaodi felt that she had married a good man. Seeing Zhao Yun coming over, the Huang family went up to greet her. Zhao Yun asked about the price of the joss sticks and paper money. "Cousin, the joss sticks are 10 copper coins each, and the yellow paper is 30 copper coins each." When Zhao Yun heard this, she felt that the price was a little high. How could these things be so expensive? "Cousin, how much do you want to buy? I'll get it for you." Su Zhaodi asked with a smile. Mu Lan leaned over to Zhao Yun's ear and whispered, "Yun, what's wrong with your second aunt's house? The price is doubled. Yun, why don't we go to another shop?" Mu Lan could not stand it. She could not let Zhao Yun suffer a loss. Since this was a relative's house, shouldn't the price be lower? Why was the price higher now? Wasn't it obvious that they were cheating? As an outsider, she felt that it was a little too much, so she reminded Zhao Yun. Chapter 669. Cousin, why are your candles and paper money more expensive than others? Zhao Yun asked directly without caring about her dignity. "Cousin, that's the price of my stuff. It's the same when I sell it to others." Su Zhaodi pursed her lips and said with a smile, "Are your things better than others?" "I don't think so. Cousin, we're family. Can't you make it cheaper?" "Well." Su Zhaodi looked at Liang Jinfen with a troubled expression. Liang Jinfen had helped her come up with this idea. Why was it Liang Jinfen's opinion now? Liang Jinfen walked over and said, "Yun, we're all family. Why are you still talking about the price? Zhaodi won't cheat you." Zhao Yun couldn't help but roll her eyes. Won't cheat her? How could he have the nerve to say such things? He was obviously cheating her, but he actually said no. "Second aunt, is that true?" "Of course. Zhaodi's stuff is always the same price." Zhao Yun's lips curled into a smile. "Second aunt, you're not being kind. The price is twice as expensive as others. It's not easy for me to earn this money. Since we're relatives, I'm here to sell my stuff. Even if it's not cheaper than others, it's fine if I sell it at the same price." "Yun, who told you that other people's stuff is half as cheap as Zhaodi's? Then you must have made a mistake." Liang Jinfen insisted. Anyway, she was shameless and shameless. She had the nerve to say anything. "Sister-in-law, you're lying. 2 days ago, I heard that other people's stuff is half as cheap. You can't deny that your stuff is expensive, right?" Mulan jumped out and spoke up for Zhao Yun. Zhao Yun wasn't angry. She would be angered to death. How could there be such a person? Second aunt. How could they specifically pick on people who were close to them and slaughter them? Liang Jinfen was slightly embarrassed for a moment, but then he immediately recovered. He mumbled, 2 days ago was 2 days ago. Today is today. The closer the Qingming festival is, the higher the price. Now, the prices of the other shops have doubled." "Ah." Mulan laughed coldly. She wondered why Liang Jinfen was so good at bullshitting. She had never met anyone who was better at bullshitting than her. Zhao Yun also curled her lips and stared at Liang Jinfen. Her second aunt was so thick-skinned that she couldn't even complain about it. At this time, another customer came in and asked Su Zhaodi about the price. In front of Zhao Yuner, Su Zhaodi could not quote the real price. She could only quote the price that she had just told Zhao Yuner. When the customer heard that, his face immediately darkened. What kind of business is this? My neighbor came in with one price and I came in with another this afternoon. No matter how fast the price rises, it can't have doubled in half a day, right? Su Zhaodi was very embarrassed when the customer said that he wanted it. She looked at Zhao Yuner and didn't know how to explain it. Liang Jinfan's face darkened. She seemed to be a little guilty. Zhao Yuner looked like she was watching a good show. She was waiting to see how Su Zhaodi would deal with it. No matter what she said, she would offend someone. It must not be a good feeling. This was what she got for lying. What happened? Su Zhaodi's sister-in-law, Yang Qing, walked over and asked. The business in the shop was being handled by a few wives. Chapter 670. Yang Qing frowned. She asked Su Zhaodi what happened and scolded her. Third sister-in-law, how could you do this? The price of our shop is set by father and mother. It has never changed. What are you trying to do by charging them double the price? How are we going to continue our business? Are you going to pocket the extra money? This was how sisters-in-law were. They were always worried about each other. They were afraid that someone would take advantage of them. Su Zhaodi hurriedly said, Sister-in-law, no, I didn't. How could I think of putting the money in my pocket? Then what are you trying to do? Why is the price so much higher? Third sister-in-law, I didn't expect you to be this kind of person. I need to talk to father and mother about this. Yang Qing turned around angrily and was about to leave. Su Zhaodi panicked. Don't, sister-in-law. I only said it today. I never said it before. Then why did you say it today? Third sister-in-law, do you think anyone would believe you? Yang Qing asked sharply. Su Zhaodi opened her mouth and looked at Zhao Yun. How could she say it out loud? Sister-in-law, I will explain it to you later. Third sister-in-law, you have a lot of excuses. Don't talk about it anymore. I will talk to father and mother about it. Yang Qing did not want to listen to Su Zhaodi's explanation. She wanted Su Zhaodi to be scolded by her in-laws. Sigh. Su Zhaodi looked at Yang Qing's back and did not know what to say. Mother, what should we do now? Su Zhaodi frowned and asked. She was worried. Just tell the truth when the time comes. Liang Jinfan snorted softly. He gritted his teeth at Yang Qing. This woman really likes to meddle in everything. She really likes to meddle in everything. If Su Zhaodi was scolded, she would definitely kill her. Forget about Yang Qing. Now that Zhao Yun was involved in this mess, how was he going to explain this to her? Second aunt, you said that we are relatives and that you will not cheat us. Why did you double the price? Aren't you being a little too unkind by doing this? Yuner girl, I made a mistake in recruiting you. Liang Jinfan forced a smile and said with embarrassment. Zhao Yuner felt that Liang Jinfan was treating her like a fool. Did you make a mistake? His cousin was still so young, yet her memory was already so bad. Second aunt, you have to buy more pig's brains to nourish cousin Mei. They all say that whatever you eat will nourish you. Yuna, what are you saying? Second aunt, am I not doing this for my cousin? Zhao Yun hooked up the corner of her mouth. There was a hint of sarcasm in his smile. Liang Jinfan glared at Liang Jinxiao angrily. Sister, look at you. How did you educate your daughter? She's so unruly. Liang Jinxiao pursed his lips. Second sister, Yuner didn't say anything wrong. Okay. Liang Jinfan took a deep breath. He was getting angrier. Second aunt, cousin Mei, can you tell me why the price is so much higher? Aren't we relatives? How can you do this? I came here to sell my goods out of goodwill. How can you do this to me? Zhao Yuner asked aggressively. Mother. Su Zhaodi looked at Liang Jinfan. Her mother was thick-skinned but she was not. Now that she was exposed, she felt extremely awkward. She did not dare to look Zhao Yuner in the eyes. What did it matter to these people what she wanted to eat or buy? Why did they like to be nosy? Look, they don't even like pig offal. Mulan couldn't help but laugh. That's because they don't know what it means to turn waste into treasure. When I make it, they probably won't say anything. Yun, when you're done in the afternoon, you have to give me a few pieces to try. Don't worry, I'll send some to you when it's done. The car arrived at old Zhao's house. At noon, Zhao Yun prepared to have lunch with the third family. In the afternoon, she directly went to Miracle Dr. Hua's place. Chapter 672. When they arrived at the courtyard of old Zhao's house, they saw that all of old Zhao's family members were there. The stench of the pig offal in Zhao Yun's hands wafted over from afar, and everyone in the courtyard was disgusted. Zhao Xinhui pinched her nose and cursed, "What the hell is going on? It's so smelly, so disgusting." Li Chuiying added, "Yeah, it's so smelly. It smells even worse than the shit in the latrine." Second sister-in-law, can you watch your words? You only know how to disgust people. Zhao Xinhui looked at Li Chuiying unhappily. They still had to eat later. How could she eat when Li Chuiying said shit? Youngest aunt, your second sister-in-law is just a little outspoken. Slap yourself, slap yourself. Don't be angry. Li Chuiying smiled embarrassedly and slapped himself a few times. Zhao Xinhui rolled her eyes. As the saying goes, don't slap a smiling face. Zhao Xinhui saw that Li Chuiying was behaving like this and didn't say anything else. When Zhao Yun came over, she finally understood why it smelled. It turned out that it was the pig offal. It would be strange if it didn't stink when it was brought back. Zhao Yun, stay away from me. Take that dirty thing away. Don't come near me. It's so dirty, so smelly. Zhao Xinhui looked at the pig offal in Zhao Yun's hands with disgust and anger. Li Chuiying also chimed in, that's right. Yun is really too much. She brings everything back. Isn't she afraid that we'll be suffocated to death by the smell? What kind of person eats what kind of food? Even a lowly person eats lowly things. Zhao Xinhui complained unhappily, her eyes filled with disdain. Li Chuiying shouted at Liang Jinxiao, third sister-in-law, your family is so rich. Why did you ask Yun to bring this thing back to stink people? Hurry up and throw it far away. How can we stay in the courtyard because of you? Liang Jinxiao looked at Li Chuiying awkwardly and said, second sister-in-law, we just want to eat something. Can't you just bear with the stench? You made us puke, so you have to take responsibility. How? Of course it's to get us something delicious to make up for what we spat out. Zhao Yun'er took a deep breath. If you spit it out, you can eat it again. Do you want us to send you something delicious? What a beautiful dream. If you dare to make trouble for me again, I'll continue to scoop up dung for you to eat. Old Zhao's family members trembled in fear. Last time, Zhao Yun'er had sent a bucket of feces over. They still remembered it clearly. It wasn't like Zhao Yun'er hadn't done this kind of thing before. When Zhao Xinhui said this, Zhao Xinhui remembered what happened that day. His stomach churned, and he felt like vomiting. Stop it! Who wants your family's food? Second sister-in-law, don't talk nonsense. I won't say it, no. Zhao Yun'er, you lass, don't disgust people in the future. That's right. Last time it was feces, now it's pig offal. Don't tell me you brought back such a smelly thing for yourself to eat. Zhao Yun'er pursed her lips. What does it have to do with what I eat? Tell me now. When I get it out, don't make a fuss about eating it. Who wants to eat your pig offal? We'd rather eat boiled vegetables than eat your pig offal. Li Chuiying snorted. You treat this kind of junk as a treasure, and you think others are like you. Even if you give it to me, I won't eat it. Li Xinhui echoed. Chapter 673. Zhao Yun'er curled her lips. It would be best if they didn't eat hers. These people were the most delicious in old Zhao's family. Zhao Yun'er was originally afraid that they would clamor to eat the pig intestines after smelling the fragrance. Okay, you said it. Don't make a fuss and say that you don't want to eat it later. After Zhao Yun'er finished speaking, she carried the pig intestines over to the Zhao family's side. Zhao Yun'er asked Liang Jinxiao to bring a basin of water and prepared to wash the pig intestines. At this time, Zhao Ping'er and Ma Xiaofeng came over. Each of them had a flower pinned to each of their ears. Zhao Ping'er was still so funny, but Ma Xiaofeng looked like a girl. After all, Ma Xiaofeng could be considered pretty. The fresh flowers reflected her small face, making her look delicate and very pleasant. When Zhao Tianan saw Ma Xiaofeng like this, his eyes were fixed on her. When Zhao Yuner saw Zhao Ping'er and Ma Xiaofeng, her mood was not very good. Especially Ma Xiaofeng, who was acting coquettishly. Was she deliberately seducing her brother? Mother, why is it so smelly? Yuner bought pig intestines back for us to eat. Zhao Ping'er frowned. No wonder it stinks. Mother, why did you ask Zhao Yuner to bring this back? Yuner will cook it for us later. How can we eat it if it stinks? Zhao Ping'er asked angrily. Zhao Yuner rolled her eyes. If you don't eat it, no one will let you eat it. Why are you talking so much nonsense? But you've stinked up the courtyard. Seeing that the two sisters were about to quarrel again, Liang Jinxiao could not help but say, That's enough, Ping'er. When did Yuner's cooking become inedible? The horse snake meat is inedible. Look, didn't Yuner make some snake stew for us? After hearing what Liang Jinxiao said, Zhao Ping'er agreed. Zhao Yuner was not good at other things, but she was more capable than anyone else when it came to making food that had never been seen before. What if Zhao Yuner could really make something delicious? What if Zhao Yuner didn't let her eat it after she made such a fuss? So he quickly shut his mouth, but he was curious about what kind of food Zhao Yuner could make from the pig's offal. Sister Yuner, let me help you wash together. Ma Xiaofeng, who was at the side, eagerly stepped forward to help. Zhao Yuner glanced at Ma Xiaofeng and replied indifferently, No, thank you. You can go and play with Ping'er. Zhao Ping'er also pulled Ma Xiaofeng and said to Ma Xiaofeng, Xiaofeng, why are you so kind? Can't you see that it's so dirty and smelly? Zhao Ping'er frowned in disgust as she spoke. Ma Xiaofeng smiled and said, It's okay, Sister Ping'er. It's too tiring to let Sister Yuner work alone. Anyway, I have nothing to do. Let's help her. Hearing what Ma Xiaofeng said, those who didn't know better would think that Ma Xiaofeng was passionate and sensible. But Zhao Yuner knew that Ma Xiaofeng was just showing off. Zhao Ping'er quickly said a few words of praise. Mother, did you see that? Xiaofeng is so nice. If Tianan marries Xiaofeng, it'll be our family's blessing. I've never seen anyone more diligent and sensible than Xiaofeng. Liang Jinxiao smiled. Actually, she also felt that Ma Xiaofeng was quite good in other aspects, except that she was a little more scheming. She was much better than many of the girls in the village. Zhao Tianan responded shyly, Yes. Xiaofeng is very good. Chapter 674. Didn't they see Ma Xiaofeng's hypocrisy? Maybe they didn't want to believe it. In this way, her brother was even more poisoned by Ma Xiaofeng. Sister Xiaofeng is diligent. Zhao Yuner chuckled. Since you want to help, then you can wash it. I just want to take a break. Ma Xiaofeng didn't expect that Zhao Yuner would really ask her to help. She thought that Zhao Yuner didn't like her and didn't bother to ask her to help. Ma Xiaofeng glanced at the pig offal in the basin. How could she wash such a disgusting thing? Ma Xiaofeng felt terrible when she thought that she had to touch the pig offal with her hands. What's wrong, Sister Xiaofeng? Didn't you help me wash it? What are you hesitating for now? Zhao Yuner smiled and asked Ma Xiaofeng. She had already said it in front of Zhao Tianan, so it would be difficult to take it back. Ma Xiaofeng pulled the corners of her mouth, and the smile on her lips was a little unnatural. Sister Yuner, I'm coming. Then I'll have to trouble you. Zhao Yuner felt a burst of sourness in her heart. In fact, although the pig's intestines were delicious, the most difficult part was washing them. If they weren't washed well, there would be an unpleasant smell left. When people washed the pig's intestines, their hands would naturally be contaminated with the smell of the pig's intestines. You're welcome. Ma Xiaofeng gritted her teeth, squatted in front of the basin, and began to wash the pig offal. A stinky smell came to her face. Ma Xiaofeng's stomach churned, and she felt nauseous. But there was no other way. She still had to endure the nausea and continue to wash the pig offal. Zhao Yuner saw that Ma Xiaofeng looked very painful and was still frowning. She couldn't help but want to laugh. She really deserved it. This woman, It was impossible to not let her suffer a little. Zhao Yuner directed Ma Xiaofeng from the side. There was a technique to washing pig offal. If it was not handled well, the smell would be very bad. Zhao Yuna used modern methods to deal with the pig's offal. First, she let Ma Xiaofeng scrape off the fat on the outside, and then used scissors to cut along the intestines. After that, he added some flour and salt into the basin, added a little water, and rubbed the large intestine repeatedly until a large amount of glue was produced. Then he rinsed it with clean water. After this, Ma Xiaofeng couldn't help but spit out a few mouthfuls of saliva. She really couldn't stand it. Zhao Yuner didn't have to do anything herself, so she was free. He could eat delicious food without dirtying his hands. After waiting for Ma Xiaofeng to finish, Zhao Yuner asked the cooking wine to add some water and scrub it again. After rinsing it clean, the pig offal was almost done. It doesn't smell as bad anymore. Ma Xiaofeng said. Yeah, it doesn't smell as bad anymore. Zhao Ping'er also said with some surprise. Second sister is still the best. Second sister knows everything. I told you. Yuner said it can be eaten, so there must be a way to make it not smelly, Liang Jinxiao said with a smile. He knew that his Yuner was good. Sure enough, she could handle these things well. In other words, Zhao Yuner never let them down. Sister Yuner, it's done. Ma Xiaofeng handed over the cleaned pig offal. When she got up, she felt a pain in her waist, and her arms were unusually sore. After all, she squatted and scrubbed for such a long time, her body couldn't bear it. Zhao Yuner took it and didn't say anything. Zhao Tianen said from the side, Xiaofeng, it's been hard on you. It's okay. Ma Xiaofeng shook her head, looking like she wasn't afraid of hardships. Chapter 675. Zhao Tianan requested. Firstly, he really hoped that Ma Xiaofeng would eat at his house. Secondly, he felt that Ma Xiaofeng had come over to help. She had worked so hard, so it was only right for her to stay for a meal. How could Zhao Yun not know what Zhao Tianan was thinking? She curled her lips. Tianan, it's not that I don't want you to stay, but Xiaofeng also has to go back home to eat. Her mother didn't agree, so she definitely can't come over casually. Ma Xiaofeng twitched the corners of her mouth and said to Zhao Tianan, Yes. Tianan, my mother still has to wait for me to go back to eat. If I don't go back, I think my mother will scold me. I see. Zhao Tianan seemed a little disappointed. Then, second sister, Xiaofeng helped us wash the pig offal. She worked so hard for so long. Should we give her some to try? Zhao Tianan requested again, as if he was afraid that Ma Xiaofeng would work for nothing. Zhao Yun had never seen such a sighting. This younger brother of hers. Zhao Yun really didn't know what to say. Why did his IQ suddenly drop when he met the person he liked? Xiaofeng helped us out of kindness. If we give her pig offal, it will seem like she helped us to eat these things. Even if I give it to her, Xiaofeng won't want it. Don't you think so, little sister Xiaofeng? Ma Xiaofeng naturally could only agree. She couldn't say that she wanted to take advantage of Zhao Yun's family. Big sister, you're right. You guys can eat. Don't worry about me. Zhao Tianan sighed. He still felt a little guilty toward Ma Xiaofeng. Xiaofeng, we've really troubled you today. It's okay. Ma Xiaofeng said with a smile. Zhao Yuner did not waste time in front of Ma Xiaofeng. Instead, she went into the kitchen and began to make pig intestines. Zhao Yuner poured a lot of hot oil into the wok. After the oil heated up, she put in the dried chili, garlic, and ginger slices and stir-fried them. After that, she put in the washed intestines and stir-fried them. Then she added salt, cooking wine, sauce, vinegar, and star anise. After frying it for a while, he added some water and began to simmer it. After stewing for 20 to 30 minutes, the intestines softened and became chewy. When Zhao Yuner saw that it was almost time to collect the juice, she began to fill the plates. Such a big pot of intestines was enough for many people to eat. The originally smelly smell, after Zhao Yuner's treatment, only felt very fragrant at this moment. The people in old Zhao's courtyard could not help but look over. If they did not know in advance that Zhao Yuner made it with pig intestines, they would have thought that Zhao Yuner was making something delicious. They couldn't figure it out. It was obviously a stinky pig offal. Where did Zhao Yun get the ability to make delicious food? After smelling the fragrant smell, they began to regret it. If they had known earlier, they would not have mentioned Zhao Yun. Maybe they could have eaten a mouthful later. Second sister, it smells so good. When can we eat it? Zhao Tianfu came over and asked with a smile. He had a greedy look on his face. Zhao Yun patted Zhao Tianfu. Come, try a piece first. Now go and call Daodu and his father to come over and eat. Zhao Tianfu nodded and opened his mouth to take a piece of pig intestine that Zhao Yun handed over. Second sister, it's delicious. It's a little spicy and fragrant. It's really delicious. Zhao Tianfu took a bite and exclaimed. It's delicious. Come back later and eat more. Hurry up and call them. Got it, second sister. Chapter 676. After the intestines were fried, Zhao Yun seized the time to stir-fry a few salted vegetables and stir-fry water celery. They were plucked from the drain and tasted delicious. They were not inferior to the vegetables grown in the vegetable garden. Most importantly, they did not cost any money. They were purely natural and pollution-free. They were good things in modern times. In addition, she stir-fried chives with scrambled eggs, braised tofu, and a bowl of egg soup. It was very sumptuous. The most important thing was the intestines. The spicy intestines tasted the best with wine. Yun, this pig offal looks really good. You little girl, you know how to make these things that others don't. Liang Jinxiao sighed. Mother, try it too. Zhao Yun picked up a piece and handed it over. Liang Jinxiao was a little embarrassed. After Zhao Yun urged him, he took it. Mother, what do you think of the taste? Zhao Yun asked with a smile. After Liang Jinfen tasted it, he nodded and praised, Not bad, not bad. Yun, it's delicious. I think it tastes better than pork. Ha, really? Yes, it tastes different from pork. It's very tasty and refreshing. It has a different taste. It's not greasy. It's really delicious. It'll go well with your father's wine later. Okay, father can drink more wine later. Anyway, there's still a lot in the pot. Your father can enjoy the food now. Seeing that Zhao Tianfu and Liang Jinxiao both said it was delicious, Zhao Ping could not hold back. The reason why she did not eat before when she smelled the fragrance was that she was afraid that it would not taste good. Since Zhao Tianfu and Liang Jinxiao both said it was delicious, the taste must not be bad. Therefore, she rushed to Zhao Yun and asked Zhao Yun, Yuna, can you give me a piece too? I want to be late too. Zhao Yun pursed her lips and rolled her eyes at Zhao Ping. If you want to eat, can't you pick it up yourself? Why do you need me to pick it up for you? What kind of mentality was this? She felt that it was normal for her to pick up food for others, but it was strange for her to pick up food for Zhao Ping. Stingy. Zhao Ping grumbled unhappily. Don't you have hands? If you don't want to eat, then don't eat. No, I want to eat. Zhao Ping quickly picked up a pair of chopsticks and picked up a piece of intestine from the plate. After eating it, he exclaimed, This is too delicious, right? Was it really made from pig offal? Why isn't it smelly at all? It's so fragrant and delicious. If she had not seen with her own eyes that Zhao Yun used pig offal to make it, she would never have believed that pig offal could be made into such a delicacy. After eating one piece, Zhao Ping could not help but pick up another piece. The more she ate, the more she wanted to eat. Seeing that Zhao Ping was eating shamelessly, Zhao Yun scolded, Zhao Ping, are we still going to eat if you eat like this? Are you the only one eating? You're already so old, but you don't know anything. Zhao Ping angrily waited for Zhao Yun because Zhao Yun had already removed the plate. There's so much pig offal. It's not like it's not enough. Why don't you give it to me? No matter how much pig offal there is, it won't be enough if you eat like this, Zhao Yun replied lightly. Stingy. Chapter 677. That's right, Ping. Even if you want to eat it, you have to wait for your father to come back first. Yun is right. Liang Jinxiao agreed from the side. Zhao Ping felt very annoyed at being nagged by Zhao Yun and Liang Jinxiao. If not for the fact that she was afraid that Zhao Yun would not give her pig offal, she would definitely argue. Hence, she replied impatiently. I know. Just as they were talking, Zhao Wenhua walked in from outside with two middle-aged men behind him. Zhao Yun walked over and greeted Liang Jinxiao and Zhao Yun. We're preparing to build the foundation in the afternoon, so I called Yu Kai and Gui Zhen over. Yun's mother, cook more food and entertain them well at noon. They were all from the same village. First, it was to show respect to them. Second, it was to entertain them well so that they would work harder in the afternoon. Otherwise, it would be easy to deal with them. Liang Jinxiao smiled and said, "What a coincidence today. Yun made pig offal for us. It tastes very good. You can eat it with wine later." When he heard pig offal, Zhao Wenhua's first reaction was that it smelled very bad. So he quickly waved his hand and said, "Yun's mother, let's make something else to eat. Don't bring the pig offal to the table, so as not to let people think that we are doing it on purpose, deliberately not treating them well." Everyone knew what pig offal was. If they served them with this, they would offend people. Seeing Zhao Wenhua's nervous reaction, Liang Jinxiao laughed. "Yun's father, why are you so afraid? Let me tell you, the pig offal made by Yun tastes different from the pig offal we make. Yun's food is delicious. Do you smell the fragrance?" Zhao Wenhua sniffed. "Hey, I didn't notice it until you mentioned it. Now that you mention it, I do smell a very fragrant smell. It's also delicious. You'll know when you taste it." Zhao Wenhua replied with a smile, That's good. We can treat them well this afternoon." Zhao Wenhua glanced at the dishes on the table and felt that it was a sumptuous meal. Ordinary people would not have this kind of food. "Father, since you're here to drink, I'll fry another plate of peanuts for you," Zhao Yun said as she turned around and continued to work on the stove. She had just bought these peanuts. Because her family was building a house, they invited the workers for lunch. Naturally, lunch couldn't be shabby. At the very least, there had to be a few dishes that went with wine. These peanuts were the best with wine. After they were fried in the wok and sprinkled with some salt, they were fragrant and crispy. They were very tasty. Zhao Wenhua invited the two men into the house. Liang Jinxiao placed the dishes on the table of the third branch. Come, Hi, brother Gung, let's eat." Zhao Wenhua invited the two men to sit down. Then he went to get a jar of wine. Seeing the table full of delicious dishes and the fragrant smell in the house, Su Yukai and Gui Zhen couldn't help but sigh. The food was too good. They had helped many people with their work and eaten at many people. Most of the food was simple. It was the first time they saw such a sumptuous meal in Zhao Yun's house. Therefore, Su Yukai said to Zhao Wenhua, "Brother Wenhua, you're too polite." Chapter 678. Zhao Wenhua smiled and said, "My second daughter prepared it. I didn't know about it either." Su Yukai and Gui Zhen thought that Zhao Wenhua was just being polite to them. They were very touched and felt that Zhao Wenhua was very kind. Indeed, it was good to interact with people who were kind. Even a meal would be comfortable. At this time, Mu Lianfeng also came over with Daodu. The entire third branch gathered together and prepared to eat. There's so much pig offal. Do you want to send a bowl to your grandfather? So that he can eat it with wine? Zhao Yun nodded. Mother, you can fill a bowl. For Zhao Baoshan, there were times when he had to keep up appearances. He couldn't allow others to use it against him and say that the three of them were unfilial. Of course, when it came to supporting the elderly, even if they were separated from the family, the rest of them had to take care of it together. Okay, I'll fill a bowl for your grandfather. But Zhao Yun nodded. After Liang Jinxiao was done, Zhao Yun scooped up the intestines that were meant for Miracle Dr. Hua and Mulan and brought them into the third branch's room. There were still some intestines left in the pot in the kitchen. Old Zhao's family had also started to eat. There weren't any good dishes for lunch, so they plucked a few cabbages from the vegetable garden and boiled them. They added 2 drops of sesame oil to a large plate of cabbages. There was also a large plate of potatoes. They were sticky and didn't have much oil in them. There were also a few cornbread on the table. Everyone's bowl was filled with rice mixed with wild vegetables. These things didn't look appetizing at all. Liang Jinxiao seemed to have forgotten that he used to eat these things when he came over. He had been eating so well recently that even his mouth had become picky. Father, Yun, made pig offal. I scooped a bowl for you to try, Liang Jinxiao said with a smile. Zhao Baoshan chuckled and took it from her. Third daughter-in-law, you're so thoughtful. It's okay, father. Yun, made a lot. We have enough to eat. That's good. I'll accept it then. Originally, Zhao Baoshan felt embarrassed to take things from the third branch. After all, they had already separated from the family. He couldn't always eat from the third branch. Liang Jinxiao smiled and said, Dad, it's okay. We're family, so you don't have to be so polite with me. You're right, we're a family, Dad. If there's nothing else, I'll go back first. I'm going to eat. Zhao Baoshan waved his hand. Hurry up and eat. Don't starve yourself. All right, Dad, take your time. Got it. After Liang Jinxiao left, the other members of old Zhao's family stared at the small bowl of intestines on the table. The fat intestines looked delicious. Coupled with the fragrant smell, it was really tempting. When they smelled the aroma, they wanted to eat it. Unfortunately, they couldn't. They didn't expect Liang Jinxiao to send a bowl over. Zhao Baoshan hadn't picked up his chopsticks yet, but the others were already eyeing the bowl of intestines on the table. Zhao Xinhui picked up her chopsticks and was about to eat when Zhao Baoshan stopped her. Zhao Benshan scolded Zhao Xinhui, Don't you know what you're doing? I haven't eaten yet. Your third sister-in-law sent it over for me to eat with wine. You should eat it first. After being scolded by Zhao Baoshan, Zhao Xinhui retracted her chopsticks and pursed her lips. Dad, I'm just eating a piece. What's the big deal? Chapter 679. Zhao Wenshi hurriedly said. He was afraid that Zhang Xinhui would be so willful and greedy that the entire bowl of intestines would end up in Zhao Xinhui's mouth. What else could the others eat then? If the other person couldn't get a piece of intestine, he couldn't let Zhao Xinhui eat first. What if the remaining intestines didn't end up in his hands? He was a glutton and wanted to have a taste of the intestines. Zhao Wenshi chimed in, That's right, little sister. If everyone gets a piece of intestine, why should you eat first? Besides, it's you and your sister-in-law today. Our mother said that she didn't want to eat the pig's offal because it smells bad. She even said that she didn't want to eat it in front of Yun. She definitely doesn't want to eat it now, right? After Zhao Wenshi said that, Zhao Xinhui, Hua Chunhua, and Li Chuiying instantly regretted it. Why were they so cheap to say such things at that time? If they had known that Zhao Yun could make pig's offal into such delicious food, they definitely wouldn't have said such things. Zhao Baoshan snorted softly. Since they said that they don't want to eat it, then they shouldn't eat it now. Otherwise, you will scold them. Father, you're right. We can't offend Yun. She won't send us any delicious food in the future. Zhao Baoshan grunted in agreement. He wasn't worried that if he offended Zhao Yun wouldn't send him food in the future. Instead, he felt that these women were really cheap with their mouths. Why did they have to find fault with Zhao Yun for no reason? Father. Zhao Xinhui looked at Zhao Baoshan unwillingly. Woman, it's fine if I don't want to eat it, but you should at least give some to Hui, right? Hua Chunhua began to feel sorry for her daughter. Eat, you only know how to eat. Didn't they see how old she was? It was fine if she couldn't get married, but the family provided her with food and drinks. Now that they hadn't even chased her out, she still wanted to eat well. If this happens again, we should quickly find a random family and marry her off, so that she won't always be an eyesore at home. Zhao Baoshan also said with some anger. What kind of family would raise a girl who would stay at home and not marry? He was already being polite by letting Zhao Xinhui stay. If he always tolerated this daughter of his, it would only encourage her to be willful. Zhao Xinhui was also angry. Did her father have nothing to do with her? Really? Zhao Xinhui threw her chopsticks on the table and walked away angrily. It's just getting married. She was as beautiful as a flower and as delicate as jade. She was the flower of the village. If she really wanted to get married, could it be that she couldn't get married? I'm just waiting for a good man to marry. If she could marry a good man, her whole family would be able to enjoy a good life. Now, he actually said this about her. Ooh. Hu Chunhua saw that Zhao Xinhui was angry and immediately became anxious. She wanted to chase after her, but she was stopped by Zhao Baoshan. Run, run, run. Just let her run. I want to see where she can run to. If I don't discipline her, she won't know any rules. Old woman, if you dare to chase after her, don't come back. After Zhao Baoshan said this, Hu Chunhua didn't dare to chase after her. Old man, why are you sulking with Hui? Is still young and doesn't know any better. Zhao Baoshan rolled his eyes at Hu Chunhua. She's already so old and you're still saying that she's young. They say that a loving mother will spoil the son. Sure enough, that girl was spoiled by you. Chapter 680. In fact, it was fine if she was biased. The main thing was that Hu Chunhua would usually secretly give Zhao Xinhui anything delicious to eat. Their sons didn't get a share even when they saw it. There wasn't much good food at home to begin with, but it ended up in Zhao Xinhui's mouth. No matter how they thought about it, they couldn't accept it. Hu Chunhua rolled her eyes at Zhao Wenshui. Zhao Benshan was currently in a fit of anger, but he was adding fuel to the fire. He was probably doing it on purpose. Mother, I'm not wrong either. You gave birth to our sons, and so did little sister. They're all your flesh and blood, so you should dote on them. Mother, big brother and I have done the most work, so you should dote on us the most. Zhao Wenshui continued. Zhao Wenshu added, that's right, mother. If you want to dote on someone, you should dote on your sons. Second brother and I are second aunts, so we should take care of you in the future. Shouldn't we do better than little sister? You two brats, shut the hell up. It's fine if you have your wives to dote on you. Why do you want me to dote on you? Hu Chunhua replied angrily. Mother, that's different. If you say that, then marry little sister off and let her have a man to dote on her too, right? Don't talk nonsense with me. How can you say such things? Hu Chunhua was about to start cursing again, but Zhao Baoshan stopped her. All right. Stop talking. Sit down and eat with me. If you don't want to eat, then get out of here. Old Zhao's family finally stopped bickering. Zhao Wenshu and Zhao Wenshui were drooling over the pig intestines on the table. Father, big brother and I have been working hard at home. Can we have a taste of this pig intestine? That's right. Second brother and I are tired from working, so we have to eat something with oil. Only then will we have the energy to work. Zhao Baoshan couldn't help but be displeased when he saw that his two sons were still so greedy. If the two of you eat, then how are the children going to eat? There's only so much here. I still have to eat 2 pieces of wine, so there's not enough left to share, Zhao Baoshan said. Father, just let the children not eat. Why should we give them so much good food? Father, they're not young anymore. They don't need to eat it. Zhao Baoshan snorted, with the shame. But father, that's enough. Children, take 1 each. You can eat when there's more. Zhao Baoshan instructed. Seeing Zhao Baoshan's cold face, Zhao Wenshui and Zhao Wenshu couldn't say anything even if they had objections. Therefore, the children of old Zhao's family each took a piece. In the end, there were only a few pieces left. The women didn't miss out. Zhao Wenhua and Zhao Wenshui also ate the piece each. After tasting the pig intestines, they were all praising it. It was really delicious. Father, this goes well with wine. It's just that it's a little too little, Zhao Wenshu said. Zhao Baoshan agreed that the pig intestines were delicious. It was indeed not bad. He had eaten so many things, but he hadn't eaten anything better than this. It's good enough that they sent you some. How much more do you want to eat? Zhao Baoshan replied. Father, this isn't expensive. Let's go to town and buy more later. When the time comes, we can ask Yun or teach us how to make it. Then we can eat delicious pig offal. Chapter 681. Can Yuner teach us how to cook it? Why not? I didn't ask her to do anything. I just wanted to teach her. She doesn't want to do it? Okay, second daughter-in-law, tell Yuner later and ask her to teach you. Zhao Baoshan instructed. Li Chuiying nodded and agreed happily. Got it, father. Li Chuiying didn't get to eat the delicious pig intestines, so there was a knot in her heart. If she could cook and eat by herself, it would be good. She could eat to her heart's content. Okay, let's eat. Okay. In the room of the third branch, the family was eating happily. Zhao Ping'er ate a large plate of the delicious pig intestines alone. She leaned on the table and ate with her mouth full of oil, which made people feel disgusted. Zhao Ping'er's table manners were very different from Zhao Yun'er's polite and sensible manners. In Su Yukai and Guguigan's eyes, Zhao Ping'er's table manners were very different. Zhao Yun'er kept asking them to eat and drink, but she didn't eat much. Zhao Ping'er only cared about eating and didn't care about the others at all. Su Yukai and Guguigan thought that Zhao Yun'er was very good. She was such a good girl, but she was caught by the villagers and got pregnant before marriage. She was really wronged. In fact, Zhao Yun'er didn't want that kind of thing to happen, but it happened to her. She couldn't do anything about it. As the two of them ate, they praised Zhao Yun'er in front of Zhao Wenhua. Brother Wenhua, Yun'er is really good. She's sensible and filial, and her cooking skills are good. You're really lucky to have such a daughter. After being praised by Su Yukai and Guguigan, Zhao Wenhua laughed heartily. Ha, Yun'er's cooking skills are good. More. I'll ask Yun'er to cook more meals for you later. Su Yukai and Guguigan were even happier than if they were given processing fees. After all, money was money. It was still very important to eat and drink comfortably. In life, how many days could one live comfortably? Good. Yun'er's cooking skills are really good. She's better than many chefs. Many banquets in the village were cooked by the chefs of restaurants. Compared to these people, Zhao Yun'er's cooking skills were much more exquisite. Seeing that these people kept praising Zhao Yun, and not herself, Zhao Ping'er's heart did not feel good. She lifted her head from the table and hurriedly tried to be attentive. Uncle, you should eat too. More. Don't be shy. Zhao Ping'er said as she picked up 2 pieces of pig intestines from her bowl. Su Yukai and Guguigan saw that the food came from Zhao Ping'er's bowl and Zhao Ping'er's mouth was full of greasy lard. They couldn't help but feel disgusted. Zhao Ping'er was still eagerly waiting for Su Yukai and Guguigan's praise, but she didn't expect that her behavior would make others feel disgusted. Ping'er, eat by yourself, eat by yourself. Yes, eat more if you want to eat. We can take our own food. Su Yukai and Guguigan smiled embarrassedly and twitched the corners of their mouths. But, Ping'er, how can you take food from your own bowl? You're so unruly. Liang Jinxiao scolded, and then hurriedly said to Su Yukai and Guguigan, Hey, Ping'er is not sensible. Don't mind her. Chapter 682. Yes, sister-in-law, you can teach her slowly in the future. Hearing Su Yukai and Guguigan's words, Zhao Ping'er suddenly felt unhappy. Why was it that everyone was praising Zhao Yun'er, but what she was doing was wrong? How infuriating. She just couldn't accept being said to be worse than Zhao Yun'er, as if she was really worse than Zhao Yun. Zhao Yun'er couldn't help but roll her eyes and complain in her heart. She really couldn't stand Zhao Ping'er, this idiot. She was specifically making their family lose face. Fortunately, she didn't take it to heart. Otherwise, her behavior would be too impolite. After Zhao Yun quickly ate a few mouthfuls of rice, he said, Father, mother, second sister, I'm full. I'll go out first. Seeing Zhao Tianan eat in such a hurry, Zhao Yun didn't know if her brother had something to do or was embarrassed because there were guests. However, there were also people who stopped Zhao Tianan and allowed him to go out. This child is getting more and more careless. Liang Jinxiao shook his head and sighed. Speaking of Zhao Tianan, Su Yukai and Guguigan became interested. Seeing that Zhao Tianan wasn't young anymore and had reached the age of marriage, they asked, Is Tianan ready to get married? Liang Jinxiao replied, I want to find a suitable girl for him, but I haven't found one yet. That's good. My niece is 1 or 2 years younger than your Tianan, so she's quite suitable. Do you want to help introduce the 2 children? Su Yukai asked with a smile. Liang Jinxiao's interest was immediately piqued when he heard this. Sure. Big brother Su, if the 2 children get married, you'll be our family's matchmaker. That's fine. I'll help set up a connection between your 2 families. You can arrange it later. Su Yukai said. If it had been in the past, she probably wouldn't have introduced her niece to old Zhao's family. Now, the third branch's life was getting better and better. Most importantly, Zhao Wenhua was a kind person. If she married into such a family, she would be able to live a good life in the future. Who wouldn't want their daughter to find a good husband? Alright, thank you, Brother Su. It's fine, it's fine. If these two families can get married, it's also fate. It's a good thing to have a marriage. What are you thanking me for? Brother Su, what you said makes sense. Zhao Ping raised her head again. Mother, it's enough that Tianan and Xiaofeng are together. Why do you still have to introduce him to someone else? Could it be that you don't want Xiaofeng to marry into our family? Liang Jinxiao glared at Zhao Ping. That's enough. Don't spout nonsense. Xiaofeng's matter hasn't been settled yet. Has her mother agreed to it? She saw Liang Jinxiao's sullen face. She rarely saw her mother like this. She pursed her lips and didn't dare to say anything else. However, she still had to tell Ma Xiaofeng about this matter. Her mother was right. If Ma Xiaofeng wanted to marry into their family, Ma Xiaofeng's mother had to agree to it first. Otherwise, it would just be Ma Xiaofeng and Zhao Tianan's wishful thinking. Once Ma Xiaofeng's mother was settled, her parents might be able to prepare for the marriage between the two families with Ma Xiaofeng's mother. Chapter 683. Zhao Yun was also very happy to hear that. If the girl she found for Zhao Tianan could satisfy Zhao Tianan would naturally alienate Ma Xiaofeng. Then, she wouldn't have to worry so much about Ma Xiaofeng's scheme succeeding. The more girls there were to choose from, the more Zhao Tianan would know how good other girls were. Perhaps he wouldn't just miss Ma Xiaofeng. Mother, you guys talk. I'll go to the kitchen first. Zhao Yun said. She was about to put the remaining intestines on a plate and bring them over. After all, these people were eating happily. It seemed that they didn't eat enough. Then let them eat more. Anyway, it wasn't very valuable, so she wouldn't feel reluctant to part with it. As soon as Zhao Yun walked out of the door of the third branch, she saw Li Chuang's figure coming out of their kitchen sneakily. She didn't know what she was doing. Zhao Yun frowned. Thinking about it, she felt that it couldn't be anything good. A bad premonition came to her mind. Zhao Yun rushed into the kitchen and opened the lid of the pot. Sure enough, as she expected, half of the intestines in the pot were missing. At first glance, she knew that someone had secretly eaten some. They probably thought that she didn't know. She probably wouldn't have noticed that a little was missing. However, they didn't know that Zhao Yun had a good memory. Just how much was left? Zhao Yun also remembered clearly. Zhao Yun immediately looked suspiciously at Li Chuang. In addition, she had just sneaked out of their room. Thinking about it, she knew that she must have done it. Zhao Yun was a little angry as she chased after Li Chuang. She was happy that her second sister-in-law didn't want to be a good person. Why did she have to be a thief? Zhao Yun followed for a while and arrived at the back of old Zhao's house. Seeing that Li Chuang was sneaking around and doing something, Zhao Yun's cold voice drifted over. Second aunt, what are you doing? Li Chuang didn't expect someone to follow behind her. She was so shocked that the clay pot in her hand almost fell to the ground. Yun, girl, you? Why are you following me? Zhao Yun smiled and said, Second aunt, tell me. Why do you think I'm following me? Li Chuang pursed her lips. How would I know why you followed me? Zhao Yun snorted softly. Second aunt, you really know how to play the fool. Who's pretending? You lass, what are you trying to say? I don't understand. If you have something to say, just say it. Li Chuang covered the clay pot in her hand as she spoke. Zhao Yun sneered in her heart. Her second aunt was really thick-skinned. She would never admit it even if she was beaten to death. Second aunt, since you don't want to say it, then I'll say it. You snuck into my kitchen just now. Did you steal something from my house? Li Chuang suddenly felt guilty. Who stole from your house? You didn't? Then what is second aunt hiding behind her body? Zhao Yun curled her lips coldly. That's enough, second aunt. I've already seen it. Don't deny it. This is the first time we've encountered a thief. And it's even from our own family. Aren't you ashamed to say it out loud? Zhao Yun deliberately raised her voice so that the rest of old Zhao's family could hear her. As expected, Zhao Yun's voice attracted the attention of old Zhao's family. Chapter 684. When she heard Zhao Yun's voice, she asked, "Yuner, you said that someone stole something. Who stole something from our family?" Zhao Yuner felt that there was no need to save face for someone as thick-skinned as Li Chuang. She smirked and pointed at Li Chuang. "Of course it's second aunt. There's no one else here except her." Zhao Baoshan looked at Li Chuang coldly and asked, "Second daughter-in-law, what exactly did you steal? How could you steal something from third brother's family?" "Father, I didn't." Li Chuang lowered her head and replied guiltily, "You're still denying it? What exactly are you hiding? Hurry up and take it out for us to see." Li Chuang felt helpless and took out the clay jar behind her. "Isn't it just a clay pot? Who would steal it? Second aunt, are you really using it? Is there something hidden in it?" Zhao Yun's sharp eyes fell on Li Chuang. Zhao Yun was referring to the pig intestines. Li Chuang probably used the clay jar to store the pig intestines and was hiding behind the house to eat them alone. Li Chuang's heart clenched. What? Don't spout nonsense. If you don't have it, show it to us and we'll know." Zhao Yun stepped forward and was about to snatch the clay jar from Li Chuang. "You little girl, why are you trying to snatch it? If I say it's not there, then it's not there. Believe her? How could that be?" Li Chuang looked like she was up to something. Zhao Yun didn't give Li Chuang a chance and snatched the clay jar from Li Chuang's hands. However, when Zhao Yun opened it, she was stunned. What was inside was not intestines, but herbs. These herbs seemed to be fried in a clay pot later. "Second sister-in-law, my fat sausage? Did you eat it or hide it somewhere? You sneaked into my kitchen just now. When I went to check, there were fewer fat intestines. Don't tell me you don't know and didn't eat them." Zhao Yun asked coldly. Zhao Yun then realized that Zhao Yun was talking about fat sausage. She replied a little angrily, "I'm not the one who eats your intestines. Why are you asking me? When I went to your kitchen, I saw Tianan holding a bowl in his hand. Why didn't you say that he was the one who ate the intestines? Why are you blaming me?" Zhao Yun frowned and fell silent after hearing Li Chuang's words. Zhao Tianan? That silly little brother of his? If it was someone else, Zhao Yun probably wouldn't believe Li Chuang's words. However, when it came to Zhao Tianan, she really believed it. After all, her little brother's behavior was indeed a little abnormal today. He finished eating so early and ran out. She didn't know where he went. Moreover, he was thinking about sending fat sausage to Ma Xiaofeng. With this thought, Zhao Yun guessed that he probably secretly sent fat sausage to Ma Xiaofeng. Zhao Yun's heart was very uncomfortable. There was a feeling of disappointment. Why did her little brother, who used to be very honest, become like this now? It was fine if he sent fat sausage. At most, he could tell her and beg her. He secretly scooped some fat sausage and sent it to Ma Xiaofeng. In fact, to put it bluntly, he had become a traitor because he had a woman he liked. Zhao Yun was very disappointed, but she also felt helpless. Chapter 685. It was just that he had someone he liked. Was it necessary to do such a thing to his own family because of this person? Or could it be that the many years that he and his siblings had spent together were not as good as the relationship between him and Ma Xiaofeng? Zhao Yun did not care about the herbs in Li Chuang's jar, but old Zhao's family did. Hua Chunhua asked, "Second daughter-in-law, what are you doing? Are you preparing to decoct the medicine?" Li Chuang was so guilty that he did not know how to answer. "All right, you little b****. Tell me quickly, where did you get the money to buy the medicine? Did you steal my money?" She had been wondering how she had lost the 3 taels of silver. If the culprit was not an outsider, then it must be her family. However, her own family had not been able to find out who it was. She did not expect that the culprit would be exposed now. "Mother, I didn't steal the money." Li Chuang quickly denied. Hua Chunhua was angry. "You be***, how dare you say that you didn't steal the money? If you didn't take the money, then who stole it? Where did you get the money to buy the medicine?" Hua Chunhua walked in front of Li Chuang, grabbed Li Chuang's hair, and slapped Li Chuang's body twice. As she slapped, she scolded, "How did the family raise such an ungrateful person like you? How could you do such a thing? If word got out, you would be laughed at. This is the first time I've seen a family member do such a thing. I say, do you still want to be a human after this?" Li Chuang was beaten very badly by Hua Chunhua, but he still defended himself. "Mother, I didn't steal it. I really didn't steal it." "You're still denying it. If you continue to deny it, I'll tear your mouth apart." Hua Chunhua became angrier and angrier as she beat Li Chuang. She wanted to beat him to death. But Li Chuang's miserable cries rang out. "You bitch, let's see if you dare to steal again next time. If you steal again, I'll break your legs." Li Chuang was crying miserably, but he was still shouting, "Mother, I really didn't steal it. It was Tianyu's father." "What? Tianyu's father stole it?" "Ooh, that's right." Hua Chunhua's sharp eyes swept over Zhao Wenshui again. Zhao Wenshui also complained bitterly, "Mother, I did it for the treatment. You didn't give me any money, so I had no choice. In the end, I took it myself. If you had given me the money, I would have been fine." Zhao Wenshui began to defend himself, but Hua Chunhua was stunned. "Treatment? What illness are you treating?" "Mother, it's the disease that Tianyu's mother told you about." "Mother, Tianyu's father can't do it, so it's best to treat him. I asked you for money before, but not only did you not give it to me, you even scolded me. At that time, I didn't want it. Tianyu's father asked me to." Li Chuang was afraid that Hua Chunhua would blame everything on her again. After all, Zhao Wenshui was Hua Chunhua's son. Even if Hua Chunhua wanted to blame him, she wouldn't blame him too much. She wouldn't hit him as hard as she hit him. After Li Chuang finished speaking, the onlookers were stunned. Only now did they realize that Zhao Wenshui couldn't do it. "Mother, you can't look at your own son like that. I'm a man," Zhao Wenshui said embarrassedly. Hua Chunhua glanced at Li Chuang and then at Zhao Wenshui. She was so angry. These two disgraces. Chapter 686. Hua Chunhua said angrily. Since they insisted on asking for money, she would not settle the matter with them. However, they had to return the rest of the money to her. 3 taels of silver was not a small amount. She estimated that only 1 tael of silver was needed to buy the medicine. That meant that there were still 2 taels of silver left. These 2 people must have kept the rest in their pockets. "Mother." When Hua Chunhua said that, Zhao Wenshui and Liang Jinxiao seemed to be in a more difficult position. They did spend some money on buying the medicine, but a part of it was used to buy snacks. Both of them were gluttons. They bought a lot of peanuts, melon seeds, and other things. Even so, they spent a lot of money on these things. Now, they only had a few hundred copper coins left from the 3 taels of silver. Where would they get the money to return to Hua Chunhua? The medicine is expensive. There's not much left. Hua Chunhua snorted coldly. She did not listen to Zhao Wenshui and Li Chuang's nonsense. "Expensive? How expensive can it be? Did you spend 3 taels of silver? I don't believe it. You two bitches, I'll ask the doctor later how much you spent on the medicine." When Hua Chunhua said that, Zhao Wenshui and Li Chuang suddenly panicked. After checking the account, they would find that they were short of a few hundred copper coins. Hua Chunhua would definitely ask them where they went. It would be strange if she did not scold them to death when she found out that they bought snacks. "But I'm your son. Don't you believe me?" Zhao Wenshui said with a bitter face. "Believe you? How can I believe you? You even stole money. If you weren't caught this time, you probably wouldn't admit it, right?" Hua Chunhua scolded loudly. "Mother, hurry up and give me the rest of the money. Mother, there's really not much left. Did the 2 of you secretly spend it for me? Did you? Oh my God, what sin have I committed to raise such an ungrateful person in my family? How dare you steal from your own family?" If word of this got out, our old Zhao family won't be able to face anyone anymore. Hua Chunhua cried and patted her thigh. "Mother, if second brother really stole the money, what about the other branches of our family?" Feng Zhangxia asked with some displeasure. After all, If the second branch stole the money, it would be unfair to the other branches. Why should the people of the second branch lose these 3 taels of silver for nothing? That's right, mother. 3 taels of silver is not a small amount. Second brother and second sister-in-law spent so much money. The rest of our family didn't spend it. You can't be biased and just let it go. That's right, mother. If you don't let second brother and second sister-in-law give an explanation, the rest of our family will learn from them and steal money. Hearing this, Hua Chunhua frowned. She was really frightened by her boss's family. Everyone in the family was stealing money. How could this be? No matter how much money the family had, it would be used up. Now that your second brother and second sister-in-law have stolen it, what can you do? They can't conjure up the money even if they want to. Mother, that won't do. Since they can't conjure up the money, we have to calculate other ways. Otherwise, the other branches of our family won't be willing to suffer this loss. Then tell me, how should we calculate it? Tell me. Mother, second brother and second sister-in-law have stolen money now. We'll remember the 3 taels of silver. When the other branches of our family split up, the 3 taels of silver that second brother and second sister-in-law stole will be recorded. Zhao Wenshi calculated and said, after all, it was only a matter of time before they split up. When the time came, they couldn't lose out. Chapter 687. Zhao Wenshi saw that Hua Chunhua had agreed, so he didn't pursue the matter. After all, he wouldn't be at a disadvantage. Luckily, he was smart enough to mention it early. Otherwise, the other branches would be at a disadvantage. Zhao Wenshi was happy, but Zhao Baoshan wasn't. He scolded Zhao Wenshi, "You brat, you only know how to be calculative. I'm not dead yet, but you're already thinking about splitting up." There was a reason for the third branch to split up. After all, they couldn't live together. However, the other branches didn't have a reason to split up. Father, I said it's in the future. Our family will split up in the future. I didn't say anything wrong. Zhao Wenshi pouted. Don't talk about this anymore. Go back now. Second brother needs to give him a good scolding. He can even do such a thing. Let's see if he'll do anything else shameful in the future. Zhao Baoshan continued with a cold face. Zhao Yun couldn't be bothered to listen to old Zhao's long-winded words. Whoever stole the money was their problem. It had nothing to do with her. Zhao Yun turned and entered the third branch's house. She took out the packed intestines. She first sent one to Mu Lan and the other to Miracle Dr. Hua. Mu Lianfeng had something to do in the afternoon. He wanted to send Zhao Yun over, but Zhao Yun rejected him. It was just sending something over. There was no need to trouble Mu Lianfeng. She could do it alone. She drove the little donkey to Miracle Dr. Hua's house. This time, she was slightly late, so Miracle Dr. Hua had already woken up from his afternoon nap. After Zhao Yun entered, Miracle Dr. Hua was still tending to her herbs. When he saw Zhao Yun, his hands paused for a moment. Girl, you're quite fast. You're here so early. Of course, Miracle Dr. Hua. I'm still counting on your medicine. I'd like to know what you can send over. Miracle Dr. Hua snorted. After so many years, he had seen all kinds of good things. Ordinary things really couldn't catch his eye. Miracle Dr. Hua, take a look and you'll know. Zhao Yun respectfully placed the items in front of Miracle Dr. Hua. Initially, Miracle Dr. Hua didn't even raise his eyebrows, but after Zhao Yun opened the lunchbox, a fragrant smell wafted into his nose. Miracle Dr. Hua's brows twitched a few times as he couldn't help but glance at the table. When he realized that he had never seen the things that Zhao Yun had sent over, he immediately became curious. What is this? When Zhao Yun saw that miracle physician Hua was very interested, her lips curled into a smile. Try it first. As Zhao Yun spoke, she passed a pair of chopsticks over to Miracle Dr. Hua. Miracle Dr. Hua remained silent for a few seconds before accepting it. Alright then. I'll try it and see how it tastes. Miracle Dr. Hua couldn't wait any longer as he picked up a piece and put it into his mouth. The medicine boy by the side was already very surprised that Miracle Dr. Hua was willing to eat. After all, he had been with Miracle Dr. Hua for so long, but he had never seen anyone send over anything that Miracle Dr. Hua took a bite of. Miracle Dr. Hua chewed a few times before praising Zhao Yun. "Girl, it's really delicious. This old man has never eaten something like this before." Hearing Miracle Dr. Hua's praise, Zhao Yun's heart dropped. This was great. Miracle Dr. Hua was probably willing to give it to her. Chapter 688. Not long after, the large plate of intestines that Zhao Yun had given him was all devoured by Miracle Dr. Hua. Miracle Dr. Hua's mouth was covered in grease. Zhao Yun said, "Miracle Dr. Hua, although it's delicious, you can't eat so much in one go. You'll get indigestion." This was the result of eating too much oil. Usually, Zhao Yun wouldn't dare to cook something that was too oily. She would mix meat and vegetables together to prevent stomach discomfort. However, she still had tea leaves at home. She could make some tea to clear the intestines. It wasn't easy for Miracle Dr. Hua to come across a dish that he liked, so how could he stop eating it? He waved his hand at Zhao Yun. "It's all right, lass. It's rare for me to eat something like this. I usually can't eat so much." Miracle Dr. Hua was finding an excuse for himself, afraid that Zhao Yun would stop him. Zhao Yun smiled. Since he said so, how could she stop him? "All right, as long as you're happy." "Delicious, delicious, lass. Can you tell me what this is made of?" Miracle Dr. Hua took out a handkerchief to wipe his mouth as he asked Zhao Yun curiously. "This is made from pig offal." Zhao Yun didn't hide anything and told Miracle Dr. Hua. "Pig offal?" Miracle Dr. Hua thought that he had heard wrongly. How could pig offal be so delicious? He had never heard of such a thing before. "Yes, Miracle Dr. Hua. This is made from pig offal. Are you satisfied with today's meal? If you are, can you give me the medicine?" After Zhao Yun mentioned the medicine, Miracle Dr. Hua fell silent. This, seeing Miracle Dr. Hua's troubled expression, Zhao Yun couldn't help but ask, "Miracle Dr. Hua, are you still not satisfied? Are you going back on your words?" Miracle Dr. Hua saw Zhao Yun's sullen expression and seemed to be angry. He quickly said, No, lass, I didn't say that I wouldn't give you the medicine." "Then what do you mean?" "That's..." Miracle Dr. Hua suddenly didn't know what to say. After a shy laugh, he turned to Zhao Yun and said, "It's like this, little girl. You gave me pig offal and I thought it was really delicious, but I didn't have enough. How about this? If you can give me a few more times, I'll give you the medicine." At this moment, Miracle Dr. Hua was nothing but a glutton in Zhao Yun's eyes. This request was not excessive, and Zhao Yun readily agreed. "All right, but Miracle Dr. Hua, are you sure you'll give me the medicine if I continue to deliver it for a few more days?" "Of course. Definitely. This old man has never gone back on his word in all these years. I'm a man of my word." Zhao Yun chose to believe him. As a godly doctor, if he didn't even have this bit of credibility, how could he continue living? "All right, Divine Dr. Hua, it's a deal then." "All right, lass, don't worry, this old man will give you the best medicine. Not only will it remove your scars, it will also make your skin smooth and fair." Zhao Yun heard Miracle Dr. Hua's words and felt that it was a miracle. His medicine could have such effects? "Got it, Miracle Dr. Hua. I'll send it over later, but I might be busy on Qingming Festival, so I won't be able to send it over." Miracle Dr. Hua waved his hand and said, it's fine to rest for a day. I'll wait for you." All right." The two of them chatted happily for a while before Zhao Yun bade farewell. Chapter 689. After Zhao Yun left, the medical assistant asked Miracle Dr. Hua, "Master, do you still want to eat the other two dishes? If you don't want to eat, I'll take them away." Miracle Dr. Hua glanced at the mushrooms and red braised pork on the table. He wasn't interested in these two dishes since he had tasted them before. Especially the red braised pork. He had tasted all kinds of dishes and was sick of it now. On second thought, Zhao Yun's cooking wasn't bad. If she could make pig offal so delicious, wouldn't she be able to make other dishes even better? "Let me try it first." Miracle Dr. Hua said. "Yes, master." Miracle Dr. Hua said as he picked up a piece of mushroom. The fresh taste made his body tremble. He couldn't believe that it could be so delicious. After taking a bite, she quickly tasted the red braised meat. Before eating, she began to look forward to it. She reckoned that it would give her an unexpected surprise. As expected, when she ate it and tasted it, she could not help but praise it. Delicious, delicious. I didn't expect red braised pork to be so delicious. This time, Miracle Dr. Hua was conquered by Zhao Yun's culinary skills. How could this girl be so amazing? She gave him such a huge surprise. But, do you still want to take it away? No. Leave it there, I'll continue eating. Miracle Dr. Hua said. Yes, master. The medical assistant replied. Miracle Dr. Hua continued to eat until his stomach was full. I can't eat anymore. Why did my stomach become so small? Miracle Dr. Hua was puzzled. If it was in the past, he would have swallowed all the food into his stomach. Burp burp, Miracle Dr. Hua let out 2 loud burps. Master, I think you should stop eating. Don't overeat yourself. The medical assistant said worriedly. Miracle Dr. Hua nodded. All right then, I'll stop eating. Looking at the remaining food, he couldn't wait to swallow it all. Unfortunately, his stomach couldn't hold it. Forget it, I'll heat it up for dinner. Otherwise, I won't have anything to eat tonight. Zhao Yun drove the donkey back to the village. There was nothing else to do in the afternoon, so he went to take a look at the foundation. If there was anything he could help with, he could help. When they arrived at the land belonging to old Zhao's family, several men began to work. Before building a house, the foundation had to be leveled and the ground had to be leveled before the house could be built. The piece of land that Zhao Yun'er bought was at the foot of the mountain. It was uneven and needed to be rectified. The afternoon sun shone brightly. The men exerted all their strength and were covered in sweat. Dad, 2 uncles, don't worry, you can rest for a while and then work. Zhao Yun'er saw that the men were tired enough, so she said, It's fine. Yun'er, you're underestimating us. Do you know how many times I've done more tiring things than this? I've only done it for a short while. It's nothing. Yeah, there's no need to rest. We'll rest when we're tired. Zhao Yun'er agreed. All right then, I'll bring you some water first. Okay. The men nodded. They worked hard and their mouths were indeed dry. Zhao Yun'er prepared to go back and brew some tea for them to quench their thirst. Anyway, she had plenty of tea leaves at home. It was enough to drink. When they reached home, Zhao Yun'er quickly boiled a pot of water and brewed some tea before bringing it over. Chapter 690. When Zhao Yun'er arrived, Zhao Tianan happened to walk over and was about to help. Zhao Wenan walked up to Zhao Yun'er and greeted her. Zhao Yun'er ignored Zhao Tianan. She was angry because of what Zhao Tianan did today. Zhao Tianan noticed that Zhao Yun'er was in a bad mood and didn't want to talk to him. He frowned and asked nervously, Second sister, why are you ignoring me? Did I do something to upset you? Zhao Yun'er replied faintly, What do you think you did to upset me? Zhao Tianan suddenly felt a little guilty and didn't know how to answer. What's wrong with you? Zhao Yun'er curled her lips and asked. Second sister, I don't know what I did to upset you. Can you tell me so that I can feel at ease? Zhao Yun'er didn't know if her brother was pretending or if Zhao Tianan thought that she didn't notice what he did. You've been gone for so long. Where did you go? Second sister, I went to Xiaofeng's house. Zhao Tianan lowered his head and replied timidly. Why did you go to her house? Zhao Yun'er continued to ask. Zhao Tianan couldn't answer, but his ears turned red. Tianan, actually, second sister doesn't want to talk about you. I know that you secretly sent some pig offal to Ma Xiaofeng, right? Second sister? Zhao Tianan didn't expect Zhao Yun'er to find out and suddenly felt ashamed. Zhao Yun'er sighed. Tianan, in fact, second sister doesn't blame you for sending it over. Why didn't you discuss it with second sister before you sent it? What's the difference between you and stealing our family's things? Zhao Tianan lowered his head even more. Second sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done this. I saw that pig offal was so delicious, so I wanted to send some to Xiaofeng. I was afraid that you wouldn't let me, Zhao Yuner secretly sighed. To put it bluntly, in Zhao Tianan's heart, he weighed her, his second sister, and Ma Xiaofeng. That was, if there was any conflict between her and Ma Xiaofeng, he would definitely choose to stand on Ma Xiaofeng's side without hesitation. It was useless to talk about it now. Zhao Yuner was too lazy to talk about it. If she obstructed him too much, he might not even want to acknowledge her as his second sister. Second sister, don't be angry with me, okay? Xiaofeng is actually very good. I like her. I really want to be with her. Zhao Yuner replied faintly, I won't care about your marriage. When the time comes, father and mother will arrange it for you. If you have any requests, just tell them. Zhao Tianan knew that Zhao Yuner was angry with him. But what could he say? Second sister, go and help father with his work. Yes, yes. Zhao Yuner greeted the men, put down the tea, and went back first. The whole family continued to eat dinner together. Because the two men were here, a few more dishes were prepared to go with wine. The next day, Zhao Yuner, Liang Jinxiao, and Mu Lan went to the town together to set up a stall. At 6 or 7 o'clock, Yi Li came. Zhao Yuner greeted him with a smile as usual. What do you want to eat today? Anything, Yi Li said in a slightly cold voice. Chapter 691. All right then, I'll just give you some random medicine. Go and take a seat first. Zhao Yuner said. Yi Li didn't respond. Instead, he stood in front of Zhao Yuner and didn't move an inch. Zhao Yuner looked up with a puzzled expression. Yi Li, why aren't you taking a seat? There weren't many people at the moment, so it was perfect for them to sit down. If they waited until later, there wouldn't be any seats left. This is for you. Yi Li handed over a small bottle. Zhao Yuner was stunned. She looked at Yi Li in confusion. This is the ointment for your scar removal. Air. Zhao Yuner was even more stunned. Her scar removal ointment? Where did this guy get it from? He found a random doctor and even asked for it from Miracle Dr. Hua. Take it? Yi Li urged. Oh. Zhao Yuner was stunned for a moment, but she still took it. Can I ask you a question? Zhao Yuner couldn't help but ask. She was still curious. If she didn't ask, she would probably feel very uncomfortable. Yi Li replied, ask away. This scar removal ointment, did you get it from Miracle Dr. Hua? Yi Li hesitated for a moment, but still nodded in the end. Air. Zhao Yuner was even more confused. Didn't Miracle Dr. Hua not give his ointment to people casually? Why did Yi Li arrive so quickly? Miracle Dr. Hua gave it to you so easily? Why didn't he give it to me when I went? Zhao Yuner couldn't help but ask. Yi Li's lips curled slightly, as if he was smiling. I went and gave him a beating. Naturally, he handed it over obediently, Yi Li said casually, as if it was a normal thing. Zhao Yuner was once again convinced by Yi Li's words. You gave Miracle Dr. Hua a beating? She could almost imagine that scene. With Yi Li's personality, he wouldn't argue with others. Miracle Dr. Hua would probably beat him up when he tried to negotiate. Miracle Dr. Hua was beaten up badly. No matter how strong a person was he going to be, he would still obediently hand over the ointment. Yi Li replied. He didn't forget to add, for some people and some things, if talking doesn't work, you can just use violence. It's simpler and more straightforward. It saves you trouble. Zhao Yuner didn't know if Yi Li was educating her. However, although this man was a little violent, he still had a kind of incoherent charm. He was a good boyfriend. If any woman became his girlfriend, she would probably be protected by Yi Li. Zhao Yuner pursed her lips. What you said makes sense. In the future, if I encounter such situations, I will consider using violence. Yi Li replied. If you can't beat him, you can call me. I will be there at your call. Zhao Yuner was amused by Yi Li. Why did she suddenly feel that this man was a little cute? This medicine. Thank you. Hurry and sit down and eat. You can eat whatever you want today. Since you gave me the medicine, I have to give you something good to eat. Alright, there's also some pig offal. Here. Zhao Yuner took out the food box. There wasn't much pig offal left. There were only 8 or 9 pieces left. This was just for Yi to try. She would make more today. Everyone at home would like it. Chapter 692. Take your time. I'll bring some more for you tomorrow. There isn't much today, Zhao Yun'er said. But although it wasn't much, Yi Li ate with relish. Zhao Yun'er turned around and continued with her work. She glanced at the medicine bottle in her hand and felt an indescribable feeling in her heart. It would be a lie to say that she wasn't touched that someone was suddenly concerned about her and was so considerate of her. However, this feeling was limited to being touched. If someone was nice to her, she would be nice to them too. This was a mutual relationship. If she needed help in the future, she would help Yi Li. At least with her around, this man wouldn't be in such dire straits like before. Mulan smiled as she came over and said to Zhao Yun, did you see that? He's thinking about you. That's enough, sister-in-law Mulan. What's the point of saying this? Can I abandon the heir presumptive and choose a new father for Daodu? Mulan frowned as she thought about it. I don't think so. Then you should live happily with the heir presumptive. I won't make fun of you in the future. Okay. At about 8 o'clock in the morning, when the breakfast stall was busy, Zhao Yun'er's second aunt and cousin came over again. When she saw Liang Jinfen, Zhao Yun'er felt a headache coming on. This woman was tormenting her to the point that she was afraid of her. She didn't know why she was here now. Liang Jinfen didn't go forward. Instead, she stood to the side and observed Zhao Yun'er's business. After observing for a while, she realized that Zhao Yun'er's business was really good. People came and went, one after another. There was an endless stream of people and there was even a long queue. She had never seen such a scene in front of other stalls before. Liang Jinfen did some calculations. The people coming and going added up to at least 1 tael of silver a day. After a month, that would be a considerable amount of income. A lot of jealousy suddenly appeared in his heart. What should she do now? Her eldest sister's family was going to be rich. Liang Jinfen was a little unhappy to see others making so much money. When there were fewer people, Liang Jinfen dragged Su Zhaodi to Zhao Yun'er's stall. Seeing Liang Jinfen, Zhao Yun'er didn't raise her head and pretended that she didn't see Liang Jinfen at all. Liang Jinfen opened her mouth and said, "Big sister, your breakfast stall's business is really good." For the sake of his pride, Liang Jinxiao could only reply to Liang Jinfen, "It's all right, big sis. It's not all right, it's extremely good. There's no other stall in Yang City that's as lively as yours." Liang Jinxiao pursed his lips. "We're just doing a small business. Although there are many people, we don't actually make much money. How can we compare to the in-laws who take in younger brothers? They make a lot of money just by making a small sum." You can't say that. Your business is still doing well. There are so many people, it's very busy. It's just the 3 of you at the stall. I don't know if you can handle it. It's all right. Although it's a little busy, we can handle it, Liang Jinxiao said. Liang Jinfen went forward and smiled embarrassedly. "Big sis, since there are so many people at your place, why don't you find a helper and I'll help you? Since I have nothing to do at home, why don't I come over and help you manage your business? We're family, we should help where we can, don't you think so?" Chapter 693. As the saying goes, a weasel pays a New Year's visit to a chicken with ill intentions. This Liang Jinfen was naturally up to no good when she offered to help. Zhao Yun'er's cold voice rang out. "Second aunt, there's no need. Just take care of yourself. You don't have to worry about my family's business." With Zhao Yun'er's reply, Liang Jinfen's plan was foiled. She asked angrily, "You silly girl, why are you so insensible? I'm doing this for your sake, but you have such an attitude." "Seriously?" Zhao Yun'er snorted coldly. "Second aunt, what's wrong with my attitude? I don't want you to be busy because I feel sorry for you. How did I become insensible? You're an elder. I understand that I can't let you be tired." Liang Jinfen was a little discouraged by Zhao Yun'er's words. However, she was still very indignant. "Why do you feel sorry for me? Your family is so busy. The three of us can't handle everything. It's so good to have a helper. Everyone can be less tired and take on less work. Liang Jinfen said a lot of things. She just wanted Zhao Yun to agree to let her help at her breakfast stall. Second aunt, I understand what you're saying. However, I have to pay a helper. My family is poor. Every cent is good. If I can hire a helper for free, I'll definitely be willing. Second aunt, since you want to help our family so much, you won't mind the money if you come to help, right? After all, we're relatives. You're not helping me to earn money, right? Zhao Yun's words directly ruined Liang Jinfen's plan. She wasn't a fool. Naturally, she knew what Liang Jinfen's motive was. There was no free lunch in this world. Naturally, others wouldn't help you for free. If he really agreed to let Liang Jinfen come over, he would at least give her some salary, not to mention giving her a share of the earnings. It would be inappropriate to give her too little. Psst. Yuner girl, look at you. What are you talking about? Who would work for free without paying? Zhao Yuner pretended to sigh helplessly and said, yeah, if that's the case, then forget it. In any case, the three of us can work well. Why should we waste this money? You little girl. Liang Jinfen said angrily, why are you helping an outsider to make money without thinking about your family? I've never seen someone as ungrateful as you. Zhao Yuner knew that Liang Jinfen was referring to Mulan. She shouldn't have helped Mulan earn money but not her second aunt. The corner of Zhao Yuner's mouth twitched. She was amazed. Her second aunt was really obsessed with money. She didn't know what to say. Second aunt, you're wrong to say that. Sister-in-law Mulan and I are partners. We're doing business together to make money. I'm not the one guiding her. You? Liang Jinfen bit her lower lip. She was furious. She really couldn't win against Zhao Yuner when it came to talking. Second aunt, please make way. My guest still wants to buy things. Zhao Yuner urged, and there was a bit of disgust in her tone. Brother Zhao and I haven't eaten yet. We want to eat here. Liang Jinfen rolled her eyes and said. She wouldn't be satisfied if she didn't take advantage of Zhao Yuner. Second sister, come in and have a seat if you want to eat. Liang Jinxiao greeted. She didn't want to waste time arguing with Liang Jinfen and affect the customers behind. Chapter 694. Liang Jinfen waved at Su Zhaodi and invited her into the house for breakfast. Su Zhaodi's skin was much thinner than Liang Jinfen's, so she was too embarrassed to go in and eat. Liang Jinfen urged her again, Zhaodi, what are you doing? Hurry up and come in. Mom, is it okay for us to do this? Su Zhaodi whispered into Liang Jinfen's ear. Su Zhaodi knew her mother well. She definitely wouldn't pay after eating. If Zhao Yun were to humiliate him, that would be a loss of face. After all, there were so many people in front of Zhao Yun's breakfast stall. Not okay? What's wrong with it? Why don't you eat such delicious breakfast? Zhaodi, you're pregnant. You have to take care of your body and eat more good food. Liang Jinfen's face darkened. He didn't think that there was anything wrong with eating at Zhao Yun's place. Su Zhaodi was still frowning. She looked troubled. Okay, let's not talk about it. Zhaodi, hurry up and come in. There are seats available. Otherwise, there won't be any seats left. Su Zhaodi sighed. She hoped that her mother wouldn't cause too much trouble with Zhao Yun later. Otherwise, it would be very embarrassing if other people saw it. They were freeloading on food and drinks. Second sister, what do you want to eat? Liang Jinxiao went forward and asked. Anything is fine. Big sister, give me all the good food in your stall. Liang Jinfen ordered. Second sister, we have a lot of food in our stall. If we give you all of it, how can you eat it? Why can't I eat it? Zhaodi and I are alone. Liang Jinfen replied unhappily. Liang Jinxiao sighed. Okay then, he hoped that the two of them could finish it. After a while, Liang Jinxiao gave Liang Jinfen and Su Zhaodi all the food on the table. Although Liang Jinfen's life in her husband's house was quite good, she couldn't eat good food every day and every meal. The food from Zhao Yun's stall was a rare delicacy for them. Thus, they lowered their heads and began to eat. Zhaodi more. You're pregnant, you have to eat for two. Liang Jinfen ate while she was eating, beckoned Su Zhaodi to eat. Mother, I can eat it myself. Let me take it myself. Okay, you can eat more, don't only eat a little bit. Got it, mother? It's so. Liang Jinfen ate a lot of meat on a daily basis. She could eat a meal every 10 days or half a month, but the meat she cooked was naturally not as good as Zhao Yun'er's. Su Zhaodi nodded in agreement. No wonder Yun'er's business is so good. The food she cooks is really good. Everyone must come here to eat it. That's true. With such skills, how can no one come? Liang Jinfen ate, jealousy welled up in her heart. Sometimes, people relied on luck to make money. When luck came, they could make a lot of money just by being good at cooking. Then let's finish eating today and come back tomorrow. Liang Jinfen thought for a while and said. Anyway, she was thick-skinned and wasn't shy. It wouldn't matter if she came back again to eat and drink. Mom, is this okay? Su Zhaodi asked worriedly. Chapter 695. Mother, all right. Stop talking. If you don't want to eat, I'll come tomorrow myself, Liang Jinfen said angrily. Ever since Su Zhaodi became pregnant, she had been craving for food and felt that she wanted to eat all kinds of food. Although her in-laws were rich, they were also very frugal. The food they ate was not bad, but it was not good either. Naturally, it could not be compared to the food Zhao Yun'er ate here. Hence, she quickly said to Liang Jinfen, Mother, I'll come over with you tomorrow. Okay, let's eat more today. Okay. Liang Jinfen and Su Zhaodi were full, but they still did not finish the food on the table. There was less than half of it left. When Liang Jinxiao saw it, he sighed and said, Second sister, I told you that you can't finish so much food. Look, there's still a lot left. Liang Jinfen did not think that they were spending his money, so he replied nonchalantly, So what? Big sister, can you help us pack the leftovers? Zhaodi and I can bring them home and continue eating, right? Liang Jinxiao said, Okay, I'll pack it for you. The leftovers would not be eaten by the two of them. It would be a waste to leave so much leftovers. It was better to let Liang Jinfen and Su Zhaodi bring it home. Liang Jinxiao took the butter paper and quickly wrapped the leftovers for Liang Jinfen. Thank you, big sister. Zhaodi and I ate very well today. We'll come again tomorrow. After taking the breakfast wrapped by Liang Jinxiao, Liang Jinfen pulled Su Zhaodi and was about to leave when Zhao Yun'er stopped him. Second aunt, did you forget something? Liang Jinfen was stunned and looked at Zhao Yun'er in confusion. Yun'er, what did I forget? Second aunt, you're really good at playing the fool. You've eaten so much at my stall and haven't paid for it yet. Why are you leaving? Hearing that Zhao Yun'er wanted her to pay, Liang Jinfen exploded. Su Zhaodi also frowned and looked worried. She was afraid that this would happen, but she didn't expect it to still happen. Yun'er, what are you talking about? Your family's breakfast stall is doing so well and makes so much money. Your second aunt came over to eat some food and you're like this. You're still asking me for money? Where's your conscience? Zhao Yun'er smirked, finding it ridiculous. Second aunt, it's not right for you to say that. Even blood-related brothers settle accounts clearly. You and your cousin have eaten so much from my stall. It's fine if you eat for free, but you said just now that you'll come back tomorrow. Aren't you planning to eat and drink for free here? I only ate so much. Compared to what you've earned, it's not even worth mentioning, okay? Big sister. I only ate a little of your food and look at Yun'er's attitude. You should talk to her. Second aunt, you're really interesting. You've eaten so much and it's a total of 180 copper coins. Is this a small amount? I don't even know how much I can earn in a day and you've already taken so much. There are so many elders and relatives. If everyone comes to eat like you, how can I continue my business? I think it's better to close this stall as soon as possible. Zhao Yun'er said sarcastically. Chapter 696. There were many people in front of Zhao Yun'er's stall. In their eyes, Liang Jinfen's behavior was too shameless. Although relatives shouldn't be so calculative, it didn't mean that they shouldn't be calculative. Liang Jinfen ate 180 copper coins in one go. Not only did he eat, but he also ate and took food. Before eating, Zhao Yun didn't say that she would give Liang Jinfen free food. It was Liang Jinfen who sat down and started to order food. After eating, he even prepared to leave without saying goodbye. He completely treated eating at Zhao Yun's stall as a matter of course. I've never seen such a shameless person. I'm embarrassed to say such things. Isn't that so? If it were an ordinary person, they wouldn't be embarrassed. How can he be so self-righteous when he freeloads? If it were my relatives, I definitely wouldn't let them eat for free. Yeah. He ate and took food, and he's preparing to come over tomorrow. How thick-skinned must he be to do such a thing? Since she's the second aunt, shouldn't she help with the business? It's fine if she doesn't give more money, but she still wants to take so much. I've seen it for myself. Luckily, I don't have such relatives. These people were all on Zhao Yun's side. Liang Jinfen was defined as a shameless person by the onlookers. Even Su Zhaodi, who was beside Liang Jinfen, couldn't help but be criticized. Ah, isn't that the third daughter-in-law of the Huang family? Is that woman her mother? Someone recognized Su Zhaodi and gossiped. Should be. I saw that woman stay at the Huang family for a long time. She's been freeloading at the Huang family and hasn't left yet. No wonder. She's used to being shameless and always wants to take advantage of others. Sigh, how did the Huang family get married to such a person? I think the third daughter-in-law of the Huang family is the same, who would drag her maternal family to her in-laws' house to freeload. The honest Huang family was bullied just like that. Saliva could drown a person to death. Su Zhaodi was not a thick-skinned person. She would remember what others said that affected her greatly. Therefore, when she heard the discussion around her, her whole face flushed red, and her ears began to burn. It was very uncomfortable. Mom, let's give the money to Yuna. She ate so much of Yuna's food, so we should pay her. How could Liang Jinfen be happy? 180 copper coins was not a small sum. She only had so little money in her private savings. How could she be willing to give Zhao Yun so much to eat all at once? Besides, if she knew that eating Zhao Yun's food would cost money, she wouldn't have come over to eat. After all, it was not cheap. Why should Zhao Yun take advantage of it? Earned her money? No. I won't give it to you. Zhao Yun's eyes turned cold. Before Zhao Yun could react, Yili jumped out and pulled out his sword. He placed it on Liang Jinfen's neck and said coldly to Liang Jinfen, "Either you give me the money or you die. It's your choice." Liang Jinfen was scared out of his wits. How could he dare not to give up the money? I'll give, all right." Liang Jinfen grimaced and touched his pocket. Here. I don't have money. What do I do? Liang Jinfen's legs trembled as he asked nervously. Yi Li's sharp gaze turned to Liang Jinfen. Chapter 697. Yi Li said coldly, "You don't have to write an IOU. Just leave your head behind." What? Liang Jinfen was so scared that she started crying. She did not want to die. She had not enjoyed enough yet. "Wait, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you on behalf of my mother," Su Zhaodi quickly said. "All right." Yi Li urged, "Hurry up." Su Zhaodi sighed in relief. She was glad that she brought money. Otherwise, her mother would have been killed by Yi Li. Su Zhaodi rummaged through her pocket and counted 180 copper coins. She handed it to Yi Li. Yi Li took it and passed it to Zhao Yun. "Yun, count it and see if it's correct." "All right." Zhao Yun counted it once. "It's correct." Yi Li then put away the sword that he was holding against Liang Jinfen's neck. Liang Jinfen was so scared that she fell to the ground. "Mother, get up. Let's go back." Su Zhaodi pulled Liang Jinfen. The laughter around her made her feel uncomfortable. "Zhaodi, thank goodness I have your money today. Otherwise, I would have lost my life," Liang Jinfen said with trembling lips. "Mother, let's not talk about this now. Let's go back." All right. Let's go back." The eldest daughter-in-law of the Huang family, Yang Qing, happened to be out shopping. She saw that Zhao Yun's breakfast stall was surrounded by so many people. She could not help but come over to join in the fun. She did not expect to see the scene just now. She walked over to Su Zhaodi angrily and questioned her, "Third sister-in-law, where did you get 180 copper coins? Great. You took out so much money at once. I think you're hiding it. I'll tell my parents later that I haven't punished you for what happened yesterday. Now I have the evidence, right?" Yang Qing's tone was filled with schadenfreude. Since Su Zhaodi had hidden a secret stash of money, it would be easy to handle. The Huang family hadn't split yet, so they weren't allowed to have any private savings. This time, no matter what, her in-laws had to scold Su Zhaodi. Otherwise, she would not let Su Zhaodi off so easily. Liang Jinfen stood up for Su Zhaodi and said to Yang Qing, "I was the one who gave Su Zhaodi the money. How could it be a private stash? Don't talk nonsense if you don't know anything." Yang Qing was furious. She raised her voice and scolded, "Who are you talking about? You have money to give to your own daughter? You come to our Huang family every day to freeload off food and drinks, and even have money. You can say it yourself, and ask how many people will believe you. In any case, I don't believe it." At this moment, Su Zhaodi only felt tired in his heart. Yesterday, she had spent a lot of effort to explain to her in-laws, and the matter was over. But now, she was caught by her sister-in-law. She really didn't know what to do. Although the Huang family had said that no one was allowed to hide a secret stash of money, Su Zhaodi knew that almost everyone in the Huang family had hidden a secret stash of money. It was just that no one from the other branches had been caught, but she had been caught. "Sister-in-law, I'll tell you about it slowly. Please don't make a scene on the street." Su Zhaodi frowned and begged Yang Qing. Yang Qing shouted sharply, "What's wrong? Are you embarrassed to let others know about it? What did you do to be afraid of?" "Sister-in-law?" Su Zhaodi lowered her head. Her eyes were red. Her reputation in town would be ruined after her sister-in-law made a scene. Chapter 698. UB***. How dare you bully my little brother? I'm going to tear your mouth apart. Liang Jinfen was so angry that she rushed towards Yang Qing. "Ah!" Yang Qing screamed in pain as she was scratched on the face. UB***. How dare you scratch me? I'm going to teach you a lesson," Yang Qing said as she rushed towards Liang Jinfen. The two women started to wrestle with each other. The situation was quite intense. Zhao Yun'er glanced at them and said, "Serves you right." Yi Li's tall figure came to Zhao Yun'er's side. She said softly, "Didn't I just tell you? If talking doesn't work, then I'll use violence." Zhao Yun'er chuckled. This guy is really arrogant. However, she felt much better when she saw that Liang Jinfen did not even dare to say a word in front of Yi Li. "I know. I still have to thank you for today." Yi Li was unhappy when he heard Zhao Yun'er thanking him. He ordered Zhao Yun, "Don't ever say thank you to me again." This guy. After selling breakfast, they packed up and prepared to leave. Then they went to the market and bought some things that they needed. They would come again tomorrow and rest the day after tomorrow. Zhao Yun'er bought a lot of food back home. She still needed to finish the foundation of the house. Su Yuyi and Guogui Zhen still needed to eat at her house. She had to prepare some good dishes. After lunch, Mu Lianfeng was ready to bring Daodu to the crown prince's residence. "Oh, we're leaving in the afternoon. You have to miss us." Mu Lianfeng was like a child. He looked at Zhao Yun'er and did not want to leave. "Mother, Daodu will miss you." Daodu hugged Zhao Yun'er's neck and said to Zhao Yun. Zhao looked at Mu Lianfeng and Daodu. She could not help but smile. Those who did not know would think that they were going to be separated forever. "It's just a few days. You two should come back soon. I'll be waiting for you at home." Mu Lianfeng walked towards Zhao Yun'er and kissed Zhao Yun'er's forehead without any embarrassment in front of Daodu. "Wait for me to come back. You have to be careful at home alone." "I know." Zhao Yun'er. "Okay." Mu Lianfeng was worried to leave Zhao Yun'er, but he had no choice. He still had to go back. He could not stay by Zhao Yun'er's side forever. Let's go. Don't look at me anymore. If you look at me again, you won't be able to bear to leave." Zhao Yun'er smiled. I'll be going then. A horse stopped in front of Zhao Yun'er's door. Mu Lianfeng first carried Daodu onto the horse, then he jumped onto the horse himself. Mu Lianfeng's hands grabbed onto the saddle, just enough to protect Daodu in front of his chest. It was Daodu's first time riding a horse, so he was very surprised. After the horse galloped out, he heard Daodu's exclamation. Zhao Yun looked at Mu Lianfeng and Daodu's backs as they left. She suddenly felt a little sad. In the end, she was reluctant to let these two leave her side. Especially Daodu was really afraid that one day, Madame Mu would not be willing to accept her but would want to keep Daodu. In the end, she would snatch Daodu away from her. She was a little woman from the countryside. She had no power or influence. In the countryside, she was too weak. She could not resist anyone at all. Chapter 699. Soon, it was tomb sweeping day. At this time, almost every family put down their work and went up the mountain to visit the tombs. The place where their ancestors were buried was only a little higher at the foot of the mountain. It was too dangerous for the villagers to go any deeper into the mountain. Old Zhao's family prepared paper money, incense, candles, and firecrackers. They also prepared dishes for the tombs themselves. In the place where Zhao Yun transmigrated, there were usually 3 dishes for the tombs: chicken, fish, and meat. In addition, there were also 3 bowls of rice and 3 cups of wine. After burning the paper money, the wine would be poured directly on the tombs, and the food would be brought back for the family to eat. Usually, ordinary people would not have the opportunity to eat chicken and fish. Therefore, tomb sweeping day could be considered as an opportunity to improve the family's food. It was similar to the New Year, where they could eat fishy food. Zhao Yun prepared incense, candles, and paper money, and old Zhao's family prepared the dishes. After they were done visiting the graves, they would have to have a meal together with the other families. Early in the morning, old Zhao's family got up and walked into the mountain together. Old Zhao's tombs were relatively high, so they had to climb up the mountain a little more. On the way, they met many villagers who were there to visit the tombs. Zhao Yun was very curious because it was the first time she had experienced such a custom. She kept looking left and right along the way. "Father, Mother, where is our family's tombs?" Zhao Yun asked. "It's still at the top of the mountain. We have to climb for a while." Zhao Wenhua said. Zhao Yun nodded. "Okay." Hua Chunhua was already very old. Climbing the mountain was a strenuous job. After running for such a long time, Hua Chunhua felt that her legs were weak, and she could not climb anymore. "Old man, let's take a break." Hua Chunhua shouted. Zhao Xinhui said, "Father, let's take a break. I'm exhausted. I can't climb anymore." Zhao Baoshan got angry when he saw this pair of mother and daughter. No one else said they were tired, but they said they were so delicate. "Why are you resting? There was still some distance to go. If we don't continue, who knows when we'll reach our ancestors' grave?" Zhao Baoshan said coldly with a sullen face. "That's right, mother, little sister, just hold on a little longer. Just grit your teeth and you'll be able to get through it." Zhao Wentao persuaded. Hua Chunhua pursed her lips. She couldn't even walk, but no one in the family cared about her. Zhao Xinhui complained, "Seriously, why did our ancestors' tombs have to be so high up? We're all tired from climbing. If I had known, I wouldn't have come here." Zhao Xinhui's strange words made Zhao Baoshan even angrier. "You wretched girl. How dare you talk nonsense about our ancestors' tombs? Don't you know the rules?" Hua Chunhua quickly said, You can't talk nonsense about our ancestors. If he gets angry, he'll come and find you tonight." "Mother, who are you trying to scare?" Zhao Xinhui snorted, looking unconcerned. Hua Chunhua said with a serious face, "How could mother scare you? It's true. If you offend our ancestors, getting sick is a small matter. If he takes your life, you won't even be able to cry." "Then I won't say it, okay?" Seeing that Hua Chunhua didn't seem to be joking, Zhao Xinhui said guiltily. Chapter 700. Stop mumbling. Let's go. Zhao Baoshan urged her again. I know, old man. Hua Chunhua replied. She took a few deep breaths and continued climbing. The mountain path was not easy to walk on, and the stones were slippery. After walking for a while, Hua Chunhua felt that she could not take it anymore. She said to Zhao Wenshi, Eldest brother, carry me on your back. Your mother can't walk anymore. Carry me up the mountain. Zhao Wenshi frowned. Mother, the mountain path is so difficult. How can I carry you? I can't even walk on my own. I'm not that heavy. Why can't you carry me? Hua Chunhua thought that Zhao Wenshi was trying to shirk the responsibility. Mother, if you don't believe me, let second brother carry you on his back. Let's see if second brother can carry you. Zhao Wenshi pushed all the responsibility to Zhao Wenshi. Hua Chunhua's gaze fell on Zhao Wenshi again. Zhao Wenshi said bitterly, Mother, my stamina is worse than eldest brother's. Look at me. I'm taking medicine. How can I carry you? Hua Chunhua looked at her two sons angrily. Both eldest brother and second brother said no. They were unreliable. You two brats. I can't count on you. Hua Chunhua said angrily. Especially second brother. He was so focused on doing that he did not think about his mother. At this moment, Zhao Wenshi stepped forward. Mother, let me carry you. Zhao Wenshi came back from town because he went to visit the tombs during the Qingming festival. He saw that his mother was exhausted from climbing the mountain and did not care about her. Hua Chunhua was actually not that heavy. She was small and skinny. He estimated that she was only about 80 kilograms. It was not heavy to carry her. Hua Chunhua was touched by Zhao Wenshi's suggestion, but she did not agree. Wenxing, you're a student. This kind of physical work is not for you to do. Mother, aren't you tired? Zhao Wenshi frowned. I'm tired, but I can't let you carry me. It's not easy for you to come back, so you should rest more. Hua Chunhua said with a smile. Among these sons, Hua Chunhua loved Zhao Wenshi the most. Mother, it's all right. Wenxing, don't worry about mother. Don't you still have your third and fourth brothers? Just let them carry you. Hua Chunhua said. As she spoke, Hua Chunhua called out to Zhao Wenhua, Third brother, come here and carry your mother. Zhao Wenhua frowned. It was not that he did not want to carry Hua Chunhua, but he had been busy for the past 2 days because of the foundation. Now, his body was sore. How could he have the strength to carry Hua Chunhua? It was not easy for him to climb the mountain. Now, his legs were weak. Mother, I can't carry you either. Zhao Wenhua said cowardly. He knew that after he said that, Hua Chunhua would definitely be angry. All right, third brother. You used to say that you were the most honest and filial son. After we split up, you don't have a mother like me anymore, right? Damn it, how did I raise such a heartless son? Hua Chunhua scolded. It was annoying to listen to her. Zhao Yun could not stand it anymore. Hua Chunhua made it sound like her father was evil beyond redemption. Thus, she said sarcastically, Grandmother, you're wrong. Eldest uncle and second uncle didn't carry you. Why didn't you say anything? Why did you call my father unfilial and heartless when he didn't carry you? Moreover, it's not that my father didn't want to carry you, but that he couldn't. These 2 days, he was so tired that his body couldn't take it anymore. Now that he has to climb the mountain himself, how could he have the strength to carry you? Chapter 701. Zhao Yun was a sharp-tongued brat. No one could outtalk her. Zhao Yunlong saw that Zhao Yun had helped to explain, so he did not say anything. It could be considered that he agreed with Zhao Yun's words. Mother, what Yun said is right. Third brother has been tired these past 2 days. Let me carry you. Zhao Wentao stepped forward and said. Hua Chunhua mumbled something under her breath. Then fourth brother should carry me. Mother, come on up. Okay. Just as Hua Chunhua was about to climb onto Zhao Wentao's back, Zhao Baoshan scolded, What's there to carry? Let her walk on her own, just support her. It's uphill. If she accidentally slips on the back, both of them will fall down. At that time, who knows how they'll fall to their deaths? Zhao Baoshan had a point. The mountain road was indeed slippery. Even a person had to be careful when walking alone, let alone carrying another person. Hua Chunhua was worried about her safety when she heard that, so she said to Zhao Wentao, "Fourth brother, you should support me. I don't want us to fall." "Okay then mother. I'll support you." "Okay." Zhao Xinhui, who was following behind them, panted and shouted, "Big brother, second brother, which one of you can support me? I'm so tired that I can't walk." "Big brother, you should support little sister." "I can't," Zhao Wenshui urged. Zhao Wenshe pursed his lips. He didn't want to, but Zhao Wenshui would definitely talk about his physical strength again. He couldn't admit that his physical strength was worse than Zhao Wenshui's. That would be admitting that his convenience was worse than Zhao Wenshui's too. Hence he said, I know. He looked at his little sister. She was delicate and didn't come from a rich family. She was so troublesome every day. Old Zhao's other girls also went up the mountain. They didn't complain about being tired. "Thank you, big brother." Zhao Xinhui thanked him. Let's go. Zhao Wenshe replied unhappily. Old Zhao's group continued walking. Soon, they bumped into Ma Xiaofeng and Qian Chuanxiu, who were also going up the mountain to visit the graves. However, the two girls were squatting on the ground for some reason. Zhao Tianan went forward and asked, "Xiaofeng, what's wrong with you two?" Ma Xiaofeng frowned and replied, "Tianan, my mother accidentally sprained her ankle." It wasn't easy to sprain an ankle while going up and down the mountain. Xiaofeng didn't know what to do. She was a girl and didn't have enough strength. She couldn't support or carry her mother. "Xiaofeng, I'll help you support your mother then. Our graves are just next to each other. Once we go down the mountain, we can help your mother down the mountain together." Tianan's thank you. Tianan's thank you. If it weren't for you, my mother and I wouldn't know what to do. Zhao Tianan smiled shyly. Of course, we're from the same village. We should help each other if there's anything. Tianan's SSSSSS. Not bad. Qian Chuanxiu looked at Zhao Tianan. He was much better than his second sister. "Auntie, you flatter me." Zhao Tianan smiled shyly. He seemed a little embarrassed. "Mother, Tianan is fine." Ma Xiaofeng quickly put in a good word for Zhao Tianan in front of Qian Chuanxiu. Otherwise, she was afraid that her mother wouldn't agree to her being with Zhao Yun, or after arguing with her. Chapter 702. Liang Jinxiao frowned when he heard Zhao Ping'er's words. He was worried. If the girl's family and Zhao Tianan agreed to be together with Ma Xiaofeng, and they said no, Zhao Tianan would probably be angry. Zhao Ping'er continued, "Mother, you can go to Xiaofeng's house to propose marriage." Liang Jinxiao replied impatiently, "All right, you don't have to interfere in this matter. Your father and I have our own plans." "Mother." Zhao Ping'er pouted. She felt that her mother didn't want her brother to be together with Ma Xiaofeng. Zhao Wenshui saw this situation and rushed to Qian Chuanxiu excitedly. He said to Qian Chuanxiu, "Tianan is still young and can't lift himself up. Let me help him." "Second uncle, it's okay, I'll do it," Zhao Wenshui said as he pulled Qian Chuanxiu up. Li Chuang's face darkened when she saw Zhao Wenshui's eagerness. "Tianan's father, what are you doing? She's a woman. Aren't you afraid of being gossiped about by others?" Zhao Wenshui said nonchalantly, "What's wrong with that? We're from the same village. When I see someone in trouble, I have to help. How dangerous is it for a woman to stay in the middle of the mountain? How can I just leave her here? I helped her out of kindness, but she didn't help me. What right do you have to gossip about me?" Zhao Wenshui spoke in a righteous manner. Li Chuang knew her man's personality very well. When it came to helping others, she had never seen him help anyone before. He was so attentive this time because he liked Qian Chuanxiu, the pretty widow. This B***tis actually seduced her man just because she had a pretty face. Hua Chunhua couldn't help but say sarcastically, "Second brother, you're really interesting. You don't even support your mother. Why are you so kind as to support another woman?" "That's right, second brother. You didn't even help little sister and asked me to help her. Now you're helping someone else." Zhao Wenshe scolded. Zhao Xinhui snorted. Second brother, you're so kind. You don't even care about your own family, and now you're helping others. Sigh, my little sister and mother aren't as important as other women. The more they talked, the angrier Hua Chunhua got. This second brother is really a jerk. He was the most heartless person in the family. How did I give birth to such an unfilial son? Zhao Wenshui was bombarded by old Zhao's family members. Zhao Yuna watched from the side and couldn't help but want to laugh. It was really lively. Zhao Yuna knew the reason why Zhao Wenshui did this. She guessed that Zhao Wenshui and Qian Chuanxiu's shady business hadn't been discovered by anyone yet. If old Zhao's family members knew about it, they would probably make a big fuss. However, this was old Zhao's family matter. She didn't want to get involved at the moment. Li Chuang saw Qian Chuanxiu's face, which was much prettier than hers, and a wave of jealousy surged in her heart. Tianyu's father, mother and little sister are right. You don't have to help them. Someone will help them. Besides, these people have to distinguish between people. Some people can help and some people can't. Don't help them casually. You may be bewitched by a vixen, and your whole family won't be decent. Li Chuang said sarcastically. After hearing this, Qian Chuanxiu became angry. You be asterisk Tisich, what do you mean? Qian Chuanxiu asked angrily. Chapter 703. Hee, you're just upset that your man helped someone else, right? I wasn't the one who asked him to help. If you have the ability, you can argue with your man. Why are you talking to me? Qian Chunxiu said coldly. Okay, be asterisk. You're still in the right after seducing someone. What kind of person is this? Let everyone be the judge. Li Chuang said sharply at the top of her voice. There were already many people going up the mountain. At this time, some villagers came over to join in the fun. Zhao Wenshui was afraid that Qian Chuanxiu would be angry and ignore him, so he hurriedly said to Li Chuang fiercely, You woman, what are you talking about? I'm just helping someone, but you're making it sound so dirty. Aren't you deliberately tarnishing your man's reputation? This time, the rest of old Zhao's family stood on Li Chuang's side. Zhao Wenshui said, Second brother, second sister-in-law is right. You're helping her and not our family. It's hard for people not to think too much, right? Hua Chunhua also snorted, That's right. You deserve to be killed. She's a widow, but you don't know how to avoid her. Aren't you afraid that the villagers will gossip if you help her? Even if you don't think it's embarrassing, our old Zhao's family does. Also, she's a jinx. Don't interact too much with her, or you'll be jinxed to death. Hua Chunhua's words completely angered Qian Chuanxiu. What kind of people was this family? They actually looked down on her. How could they talk about her like this? Although she wasn't liked in the village, this was the first time someone had said this to her face. You be asterisk cheese. Say it again and see if I'll tear your mouths apart. I haven't even found out about the time you framed my Xiaofeng for stealing from your family. You're framing me again. Qian Chunxiu said angrily. Because Ma Xiaofeng was framed for stealing the silver, the villagers secretly talked about it a few times. They didn't expect that the one who stole the silver from old Zhao's family was Zhao Wenshui. Speaking of this, old Zhao's family felt a little guilty. After all, they were the ones who were unreasonable in that matter. Framing someone casually was a big deal, especially when it was said that the person was a thief. If it weren't for Zhao Yun defending her, wouldn't she have been framed by old Zhao's family? Seeing that old Zhao's family members felt guilty and stopped talking, Qian Chuanxiu said again, I'm telling you, although my Xiaofeng doesn't have a father, I'm not someone you can mess with. Today, you have to give me an explanation. You have to make it up to my Xiaofeng. Otherwise, I'll go to Li Zheng's place to make a fuss and judge. Old Zhao's family suddenly panicked. Compensation? How could they compensate? Could it be that he had to give her something? They didn't have that much money. They couldn't bear to spend money to buy things. Let's not talk about my matter. My Xiaofeng didn't frame you, right? Don't think that I'm afraid of you just because you have more people in old Zhao's family. Our village is reasonable. Qian Chuanxiu put her hands on her waist and said a little arrogantly. Anyway, she was in the right, so she wasn't afraid. After old Zhao's family members fell silent, Zhao Baoshan stood up and said seriously, "All right, that matter was indeed our old Zhao's family's fault. I'll apologize to Xiaofeng first. Later, our family will send 2 caddies of meat to her as compensation." Hearing Zhao Baoshan's words, Qian Chuanxiu was satisfied. "That's fine. Don't say that I'm unreasonable. Your old Zhao's family was in the wrong first." Chapter 704. It's good that you know. Looking at Qian Chuanxiu's smug look, old Zhao's family gritted their teeth in anger. "Lao heir, let's hurry up and go up the mountain. Don't dawdle here. You don't have to help her. There are so many people here. You don't need to help her." Hua Chunhua scolded. "Mom." Zhao Wenshui wanted to say something, but Hua Chunhua scolded, "Go. If you don't go, then get out of here. Don't ever come back to old Zhao's family." Zhao Wenshui knew that his mother was angry and sighed, "Ma? Okay then." He looked at Qian Chuanxiu worriedly, hoping that Qian Chuanxiu would ignore him. Zhao Tianan wanted to help, but Hua Chunhua stopped him. "Tianan, what are you doing? Hurry up and follow them. Why do you care about other people's business? If you have so much free time, you can take care of our family's land later." "But, Grandma." Zhao Tianan was also a soft-tempered person. He was used to being controlled by Hua Chunhua, so he was more obedient to Hua Chunhua. Therefore, Ma Xiaofeng and Qian Chuanxiu were left behind by old Zhao's family. Zhao Yun curled her lips. Today's matter was all thanks to her grandma. Otherwise, Zhao Tianan and Ma Xiaofeng's relationship might have been closer. "What kind of people are they? Weirdos." Qian Chuanxiu's cursing voice sounded behind Zhao Yun. "None of old Zhao's family members are good people. Xiaofeng, mother is telling you, don't have any dealings with them." Qian Chuanxiu scolded and warned Ma Xiaofeng. "Mom, otherwise Mom won't forgive you." Hearing Qian Chuanxiu's words, Zhao Yun was somewhat happy. If the relationship between old Zhao's family and Qian Chuanxiu was strained, Ma Xiaofeng and Zhao Tianan would have a bigger obstacle. This was a good thing. On the way, Zhao Ping couldn't help but complain, "Grandma, why are you quarreling with Xiaofeng's mother?" Now, Xiaofeng's mother will definitely not agree to Xiaofeng marrying Tianan. When Zhao Tian, who was walking to the side, heard Zhao Ping's words, he frowned and looked disappointed. She looked very sad, and her voice became somewhat dull and lifeless. Liang Jinxiao said, "Your grandmother and the others have their reasons. What are you talking about?" "I just feel that Grandma and the others are wrong. That's enough. Let's go up the mountain," Liang Jinxiao urged. Zhao Ping pursed her lips. Her mother really didn't care about her brother. After walking for a while, old Zhao's family finally arrived at their ancestor's grave. Their ancestor's grave consisted of a few mounds of earth where their ancestors were buried. In ancient times, people buried their ancestors, unlike modern people who cremated their ancestors. When they arrived at the grave, old Zhao's family placed the vegetables in front of the grave, arranged them properly, and then began to burn paper money and yellow paper. "Burn more. Our ancestor will have money to spend in the afterlife," Zhao Baoshan exhorted. "Father, we bought a lot of gold ingots this year," Zhao Wentao said with a smile. Zhao Baoshan nodded. "That's right, this year's items were all bought by Yun. Our ancestor will have money to spend in the afterlife." Although the gold ingots made of paper were very expensive, old Zhao's family couldn't bear to buy them in the past. Our ancestor will definitely bless Yun, or more after receiving the gold ingots that Yun bought. Of course, Yun is blessed. That's why our ancestor is especially important. Don't forget that when the family is rich and living conditions are good, you have to burn more for them so that they can live a good life in the afterlife. Chapter 705. Old Zhao's family members spoke one after another. There was so much paper money today. Since their ancestors had received it, they would naturally protect their family. The villagers were more superstitious about this. Zhao Yun didn't think much of it. She lived her own life and walked her own path. She had never thought of relying on others to make her life easier. Who's going to set off the firecrackers? Zhao Baoshan asked. I'll go, Dad. Zhao Wentao said. All right, go ahead. But setting off the firecrackers was dangerous. Many people didn't dare to set them off, especially the women in old Zhao's family. When the firecrackers went off, they couldn't wait to hide far away, afraid that they would be hit. Li Chuiying frowned when she saw the firecrackers. She reminded Zhao Wentao, fourth brother, take it further away. Don't set it off again. Don't set it off again. Zhao Wentao nodded. Got it, second sister-in-law. Just as Zhao Wentao was about to move further away, Zhao Baoshan stopped him. Don't go too far. Otherwise, what's the point of putting it on someone else's grave? Zhao Wentao thought about it and agreed. So, he took the firecrackers back. Dad, this thing is scary. Li Chuiying muttered. If it's scary, then go further away. You can't set it off on our ancestors' graves, right? Then, okay, Dad, Mom, you're so timid. You're scared of this. Coward. Zhao Tianyu looked at Li Chuiying with disdain. Li Chuiying pursed her lips and said, Child, isn't this normal? The firecrackers are dangerous. It's bad if they get hit. You and Mom should move further away. I don't want to. If you're scared, don't drag me into it, coward. Li Chuiying was a little helpless. But you can stand there then. She wanted to move further away. She was scared when she saw the firecrackers. Mom, wait for me. Zhao Jing'er said. Okay, let's go. Let's move. Yeah. Fourth brother, you can release it later. Wait for us to leave. Li Chuiying urged again. Got it, second sister-in-law. Zhao Tianfu frowned, looking a little scared. Zhao Yun'er then asked, Tianan, should we move a little further away? Second sister, what happened? Does that mean I'm a coward if I leave? Zhao Yun'er smiled. I'm not a coward. Who doesn't have something to be afraid of? Let's go, second sister will accompany you. Yeah. After Zhao Yun'er said so, Zhao Tianfu's psychological burden was lifted. Zhao Tianyu mocked, a coward is a coward. Ha, as he spoke, he made a face at Zhao Tianfu and stuck out his tongue. Looking at Zhao Tianyu, Zhao Yun'er got angry. What kind of brat is this? This is all because his parents didn't teach him well and had no manners. Zhao Yun'er couldn't be bothered to argue with a child. Second sister. Zhao Tianfu looked at Zhao Yun. Zhao Yun'er patted Tianfu's head and said, It's okay, Tianfu. Don't think so much. Don't care about what others say. Just be yourself. Yeah, I got it, second sister. After waiting for old Zhao's women and children to move further away, Zhao Wentao began to set off the firecrackers. Crackle, crackle. The sound of the firecrackers rang out. In order to show that he was brave, Zhao Tianyu got very close to the firecrackers. Tianyu, don't get so close. It'll blow you up. Li Chuiying shouted worriedly. You're tuning in to the Passion Pages YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.